When I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, I had so many questions. I didn't even know that it was cancer. Now I do. It is cancer. Blood cancer. It's actually one of more than 100 different types, and they're all treated differently. Now, unlike some other forms of cancer, usually there's no tumor. You can't screen for it to prevent it, and the symptoms can look like other things, so it could be hard to diagnose. I had a fever for weeks. I was so tired all the time. I didn't feel like eating or doing anything else for that matter. And I know that this can feel scary. But if you know what to look out for, you'll know what to tell your doctor. And you'll feel more empowered to take the next steps. Like getting in touch with the people who know the ins and outs and can help with everything blood cancer related. Blood Cancer United. They work one-on-one with each person who reaches out to answer questions and offer resources. Blood Cancer United was there for me, and they can be there for you.
Go to bloodcancerunited.org to learn more.
Get the truth and nothing but the truth with Sherwin Hughes every weekday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on 101.7 FM, 1510 a.m. WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously,
Yes.
dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out of our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we stay in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out our cell at all, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. And they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. I hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Big up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering,
Awesome.
Where's Tory? Like,
I wanted to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cup. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Now, live from the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah.
Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready, we ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. And I'm here for the action. And I want
but that action.
The smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
I don't know what's going on. Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How y'all doing out there in radio land? How y'all doing in the chat? We got another powerful show for you today. So I'm gonna need y'all to open up your ears, okay? Thank you for joining me this Wednesday, May 6th, 2026. We got another powerful conversation for y'all today. I went to see the Michael Jackson movie. I finally saw it. I finally went to see it. I went to the late show last night. And it was powerful. It was a powerful movie, but I'll say this, and I'm not going to tell no scenes just in case somebody saw the movie, but I will point this out. Joe Jackson, Michael Jackson's dad, I'll say this. After watching this movie, and I've always thought this in the back of my mind, if Joe Jackson hadn't have been that hard on those boys, would they have made it out of Indiana? Would they have made it out of Indiana? Now, a lot of people frown on whoopings, like butt whoopings with the belt, because that's what he seemed like he did to, when I watched the movie, he whooped him with a belt. And he was very stern with his discipline to get them in a space where they was eventually able to move into a better life. But I'll say this. A lot of y'all now have no discipline with the kids, and now people wondering what to do with the young people. But if everybody household had a Joe Jackson, I think that the city might be a better place when it comes to dealing with these kids. I'm just going to throw that out there. And now, it looked like he was just whooping them with the belt. That's all I seen in the movie. Matter of fact, that was all I ever seen in any pic or depiction of what happened with the Jacksons, that Joe Jackson was stern and he whooped them. They got butt whoopings, a good old-fashioned butt whooping. And he used the butt whoopings and the discipline to get those boys to where they went. Now, it was at a certain point where he was using it to control the boys. After they got grown, after they started becoming stars, after they put in all the work, then he started using the fear of getting a butt whooping to control them. I'm talking about when they got grown. I'm talking about when they became grown men. They were still scared of that belt. They were scared. They were still scared of getting that butt whooping from Joe Jackson. And we talk about it all the time. If these kids, had a little discipline, they'd be all right. But I'm starting to realize that sometimes you need a Joe Jackson in the house. Now, a lot of people frown on spankings, and now they telling you, since they done frowned on the spankings and said you can't do it, now the kids ain't disciplined. Now they trying to say you need to go do something, do something Joe Jackson-like to the kids. Now they want you to be Joe Jackson after they told you not to be Joe Jackson. But I think about it. When you look at a lot of these people that were able to pull themselves up out of poverty, there was a man in the house that was trying to implement the discipline enough for them to get beyond what was going on. Like Tiger Woods' dad. You hear the story about Tiger Woods' dad, how he was on him all the time and making him putt all these putts and doing all these things. That's how Tiger was. Look at Beyonce, her dad, you know. Eventually she grew to like try to detach herself from him. But like I said, you know, they had to make these kids stay disciplined. And however they did it, it helped them become megastars in the end. All I'm saying is this. It probably need to be a Lil Joe Jackson, and you know, you may need a Lil Joe Jackson in these households. You know, somebody that can keep the, at least while they're young, bring the discipline. And I used to be, they kind of made you like mad at Joe Jackson a little bit when I was coming up. They kind of made me like think that he was some kind of monster. But was he really? Was he really a monster? Or was it agenda being pushed on not to discipline your kids? I'm just talking. I'm just asking. Because I'm not for abuse. I'm not for no abuse. I'm not for nobody getting beat. I go against it. But a little tap on the butt ain't never hurt nobody. Matter of fact, it kept a lot of people from going to jail. It kept a lot of people from going down the wrong path. It kept a lot of people on the straight and narrow. But I'll say this, and I'll end it with this. I see an agenda that frowns on strong black fathers. I see an agenda that don't want black fathers to be present in a lot of the families. I see it all the time. We got to repair the village. We got to bring that masculine and feminine energy back to the forefront. We got to bring the masculine and feminine energy back to the forefront. And I did see that Mrs. Joe Jackson, she was there to, she was around and it all happened, but she was there on the softer side, managing the boys as well, building them up, encouraging them, making sure that they know that they got to let their light shine. You kind of need a combination of both of those things. You kind of, as a child, need the discipline and you need the love. And we got to get back to it. We got to get back to that discipline and love. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll get into the show, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory, Lowe.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke. Coming with straight truth.
One can invest their whole life and effort in helping the community, and sometimes they don't get nothing back. But you know what? You keep on going with it, okay? God bless you. Happy upcoming Father's Day. And hang on in there. And Tory, don't worry about what nobody say about you, because they're going to talk about you anyway, because they can't do what you do.
Catch the Tory Lowe Show every weekday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
They treated me like family.
They're actually people that you can depend on.
They made me feel seen. They really treated me like I was a part of their family, a part of their team.
They ask how you're doing, how you're feeling.
They're just so welcoming and so sweet and kind.
It's like family, caring about another member of the family.
If you've been injured, it costs you nothing to see if Gruber Law Offices can help.
In Milwaukee County, equity means making sure everyone has a real chance to thrive. That's why the Milwaukee County Office of Equity works to help remove barriers, strengthen community connections, and support fair access to opportunities across Milwaukee County. Want to learn what they do, explore resources, or find ways to get involved? Just search Milwaukee County Office of Equity online. Milwaukee County Office of Equity, advancing equity for all Milwaukee County residents. For more information, search Milwaukee County Office of Equity online.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
70 million people in the U.S. have learning and thinking differences, like ADHD and dyslexia. Each has their own story. This is ours. At first, I thought it was just a phase. Then schoolwork became a struggle. Emotions got bigger, and my kids started falling behind. I felt alone, like I was lost in the dark trying to find answers. Then I learned about Understood.org, a nonprofit empowering parents and kids like us. It was like we had a light to show us the path ahead. Whenever new challenges came up, their guidance helped us figure out our next step. We still have tough days, but now we have direction. And I have the tools and resources I need to help my child thrive. No matter where you are on the path, Understood can help you keep moving forward. Visit understood.org/yourpath today.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Say your name. Tory Lowe. Yeah. On the block by the courthouse. Phone ring, he already know. Mama crying in the hallway. Who gon' speak? She say, Tory Lowe. North side, south side. Same pain, same tears on a different door. He the one they call when they can't breathe, when they can't take it anymore. Advocate, Tory Lowe. He gon' ride when it's time, let the city know. From the hood to the front row. If you hurt, say the word, he gon' stand 10 toes. Advocate, Tory Lowe. Every step, every march, he be in that snow. When it rain, when it cold, if you stuck in the dark, he gon' pull you home. Yeah, seen him out by the lake.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. All right, Truth Nation. We got to figure out, because a lot of people been asking for the Tory Lowe Show mixtape to come out, and we got a solution. We gonna have a solution here in a second, where you can send in your email, and then we're gonna send it out as a mass email to all the Truth Nation. Andrew, the thing is, I was trying to figure out how to really get it done, because I don't want it to cost anything. I don't want no cost involved, especially the Truth Nation. I mean,
free to the fans.
That's just my gift to the fans and the people that follow the show. And so I think that here we're going to start trying to collect, just sending your email, even the people that send in their email for the cleanup. We already got their email. We already got those. That's a lot of emails. But, this is something that I want to give to the fans, that people that follow the Tory Lowe Show, that's about that action. This is where I want it to be. I wanted to have it strictly for those that just want to just enjoy the experience that we have created right here in the city of Milwaukee. And that's just what this is, an extension of that. The music that we create, the production team that we put together for just the show, for just what's going on in the city. So it's definitely one of a kind. I don't think it's going to happen again. I don't think this may not happen again. This might be the volume one,
So every good mixtape has a good mixtape cover, Tory. So what are we going to do for that?
We can make the cover. I mean, I think I got a couple ideas here.
I have a couple ideas too.
Yeah, we'll throw around a couple ideas, but it'll be well packaged when y'all get it. Something for the Truth audience. Mo the Elephant says, shout out to Liz. Hope all is well to see her back unless GKB is back. Which I don't think that is the case. Liz was my guest on the show, and I think that we're going through a lot of changes right now. So, like I said, just hold on. I mean, y'all, I know that y'all want a lot of the things that we've been doing, but right now the Truth is in the middle of a transition. So y'all going to have to transition with us. So let's make sure that we understand that right now, in the next couple weeks, the Truth is under new ownership. 1017 The Truth is under new ownership and will not be GKB. It's going into another, like a black media trust. So all of the people that's, what's going on with this and what's going on with that, the truth is in a transition, and it will be under new ownership. They will no longer be a part of GKB. It will be in a black media trust. So for the next couple weeks, this is what's happening. It's transitioning. That we're having meetings with the new people that's going to be taking on the brand, the Truth brand, right now. So that's what's happening. And I'm gonna just throw that out there for y'all. There's some great changes happening with the Truth brand. So know that. And understand that whatever that looks like, and then new management is here, so whatever that look like. Okay? I'm just talking to you. But back to this mixtape. How many songs you think? Well, I'd say 10.
So here's the thing. We have like 55 songs, Tory. So do we do a Chris Brown mixtape?
What, a double mixtape?
Might have to do a double mixtape.
Who does do y'all want the double mixtape?
Volume 1, Volume 2?
Oh, wow. Somebody let me know. How many songs is appropriate for that y'all want to hear? Do y'all want to hear 10, 15? How many songs y'all want to hear?
And my thing is, my favorite one, the polka one, probably doesn't make the cut.
No, it ain't. Now this is for the this is for the north side. Now maybe if I was in Green Bay, maybe that'll be a good to throw it out there with the Packer polka.
Green Day, Game Day, they
mix it with the Packer polka again.
I'm here for it.
So somebody said drop it. Kwana said drop it all. 15. Jeff says 15 tracks. Josh says 10 tracks sound good. Well, we're going to be collecting emails, and if you didn't sign up for the cleanup and we don't got your email or whatever, if you signed up and already put your email in for the cleanup this year, you in good. We gonna get everybody that want a copy. Then once we drop it out there, y'all can forward it out there to whoever y'all want to forward it to if that's what y'all desire to do. But that's how we going to be moving with that. The Tory Lowe soundtrack, the Tory Lowe Show soundtrack mixtape will be coming out in the next week. We're going to try to get this done in the next week. We don't have to do too much. We don't have to load it up to the streaming services. We're not going to do that. I want to make sure that people can have it and they can share it and they can forward it to whoever, and that'll be it. That'll be that. What'd you say, Andrew?
I put a poll up in the YouTube
you put
chat,
the poll
Tory.
up. How many tracks should the Tory Lowe mixtape be? 1 to 10, 10 to 15, or 15 plus? I don't want to do a double mixtape. That sounds like a lot. I think 10 good songs is good. Maybe throw in some skits in there. Maybe throw in some skits.
You want to record some skits?
Yeah, maybe some skits in there. Every good mixtape got some skits.
Oh, I'm here for this.
I gotta show these young whippersnappers how to do it the old school way. Throw in a few skits in there.
I'm so excited.
I'll say this. It's been a pleasure. It's been my pleasure to entertain, to inform, and to bring the news to Truth Nation. And the movement continues. I'll tell you this. The movement continues. The marathon also continues, And while we're going through this transition right now, I just want everybody to know that, you know, we won't miss a beat when they went to our call to actions. We won't miss a beat. I'm trying to tell you. Like, that don't stop. That don't stop whether I'm on the radio or not. That don't stop whether I'm, you know, wherever I'm at. That's been going on for 17 years. So the movement will continue no matter what happens. Kawana says, Tory, that's nothing. That's a lot for you. That's how you thrive off of a challenge. So let's get it. You're right. You're right. You know, my people know me. My Kawana know. She's right. She's right. It's just, you know, we thrive off the challenge. So, hey, look, I'll say this. I'm excited. I'm excited to get this mixtape out there. Bo the Elephant says, just ripped the bandage already. My blood pressure is steady climbing. I don't know what he was referring to. Call it bots on the ground. Bots? Okay, so do y'all want to name it? I got a couple names that I was going to name it. Okay, let's see what Truth Nation, everybody in the chat, if y'all got a good name for the mixtape, put it in the chat. We'll consider all the names. Because I was just going to keep it simple. Tory Lowe Show mixtape. That's it. Because it's the Tory Lowe Show. Yeah.
Volume 1.
Volume 1, right. That's what I was going to call it. But what they say, bots on the ground. Oh, wow. Hey, and you know, the bots been quiet lately. The bots been quiet. The bots ain't been saying too much. Maybe it ain't midterms. Maybe it's they come out during political season. You know they get them paid bots. You know the bots only show up when it's time for elections. You know they leave us alone until the elections come. Zayda Shay says powerful. Oh, name the mixtape powerful.
The Tory Lowe Show, a powerful mixtape.
Powerful mixtape, volume 1. Powerful. I like bots on the ground. oh, boots on the ground. Not really a city girl said boots on the ground. Second motion, the Tory Lowe Show Volume 1, bots on the ground. Okay, they having fun with it. They having fun with it in the chat. All right, well, we gonna get to the pop culture report. Reginald says, bots gonna run off the block. Oh, wow. When we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have a pop culture report. Stay like that right here on Tory Lowe.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Still think you're going to use those old chemicals just sitting around under the sink, in the garage, or down in the basement? We're talking things like old antifreeze, paint thinners, batteries, propane cylinders, and pesticides. So don't let them sit there. Get rid of them right away. To MMSD's Home Hazmat Drop-Off Centers. It's safe, it's easy, and it's open to all Milwaukee County residents. There are 3 locations open year-round. Let's clean up Milwaukee.
Here's to experiencing it all this summer in Wisconsin. Every deliciously cheesy, rockin', magical, fireworks-filled, festival-loving moment. There's Cheese Curd Fest in Ellsworth, Strawberry Fest in Cedarburg, Festival of the Arts in Stevens Point, and the Renaissance Fair in Bristol, Honor the Earth Powwow in Hayward, Mile of Music in Appleton, Venetian Fest, Brat Fest, Summerfest. So many fests for your whole crew. Find them all at TravelWisconsin.com. Sponsored by Travel Wisconsin.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org. a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, Teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
Many of our most important memories are made at school. But for children like Victoria, the classroom can be a place of fear and isolation. She wore a bandage over her cleft every day, too shy to speak, too afraid to smile. Everything changed after one life-transforming surgery made possible by Smile Train. Today, Victoria's smile lights up her classroom, a symbol of confidence, connection, and new beginnings. Due to stigma, children with untreated clefts often miss out on school entirely. But thanks to Smile Train, students like Victoria are stepping into the classroom, raising their hands, and finding their voice. Smile Train partners with local experts to support with free cleft surgeries and other comprehensive care, empowering children to thrive in school and in life. Let's help every child walk into the classroom with confidence. Visit smiletrain.org/learn.
This sports update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Xavier Spencer. The Brewers are back after the second game of the Cardinals series was postponed due to weather. The crew is coming off that first loss in the St. Louis series 6-3 on Monday. The third game will be made up on July 7th later this season. The Milwaukee Bucks are finally introducing their new head coach Taylor Jenkins today at the Milwaukee Art Museum. Ryan Rollins went on Yahoo Sports Daily to speak about the hiring.
I haven't called him, but I have texted him a couple times too. Just, congratulating him for him and his family. It's a good situation that we're coming into, having a new head coach. Don't know all that's going to be switched around by the time, next season comes, but I'm just ready to come in and just make an impact and just continue the growth and, just build a culture and a winning foundation.
Jenkins led the Grizzlies to back-to-back 50-plus win seasons. He had a chance to get another in 2024-25 season, but was fired mid-season with a 44-29 record. I'm Xavier Spencer, and this is your True Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Advocate, Tory Lowe, he a soldier for the soul. Power to the people, seeing all the forces moving slow. Open doors for the lows, to the voice of the voiceless. When you feeling like you running out of choice, boy, Tory got the remedy. Activists going to war for black people, his family. Always got his foot on the pedal, running with no energy. Keeping people at a higher level with his empathy. Call him when you need him. He been an angel, but he had to work for his freedom. And his wings spread for his kingdom. And he gotta go to war when he sees demons. He been in them cold nights when he had to learn to hold tight. When the pain from the bottom was too much to bear, he was there to get you through the storm. And the advocate, Tory Lowe.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Tory Lowe and Andrew right here in the studio. Correction. I got to make a correction. I'm looking in the chat. Sincere Running Ray Real said boots on the ground, not bots on the ground.
I think either one is pretty good.
Hey, they both on the ground.
Sometimes you catch lightning in a bottle.
Right. So, sorry if I didn't see. I thought I saw bots on the ground, but he said boots on the ground. Sincere Running Ray Real said that, and a lot of people are now chiming in. I got another one. Somebody said Advocate Music, Positive Vibes, Volume 1.
Not bad.
Advocate Music, Something to Ride to, Volume 1. 7285 throwing in some titles, some good names, and then we got 7878 says 10-track mixtape titled "The Movement with the Polka Joint" as a bonus track. Packer Shuffle.
That's the way to do it.
Okay, we might have to throw the polka track in as a bonus track.
I'm here for it. The deluxe edition.
Yeah, we'll get it together. All right, it's the Pop Culture Report. Andrew, what we got going on?
All right, let's talk about our best friend Amber Rose, because she was on a podcast recently, Tory. She had a lot to say. One, she was talking about her sexual peak, but we'll leave that aside for now. Let's talk about modern women demanding expensive dates Amber Rose, who remember,
What?
Yeah, Amber Rose used to date Kanye West, a former billionaire, so she knows what an expensive date is. Amber's on the other side of this. She says, I'm down for Wendy's. Let it come. Like, I don't care what it is. Give me whatever food you want to go to. She doesn't care about going to the Cheesecake Factory. I think that's the right way to do it.
I thought that was disturbing that people are ungrateful.
Yeah.
Like, if I give you something, you don't want it, you reject it. What is that?
How are you going to be upset about Wendy's? A little 4 for $4?
No, I'm just saying, like, what if I'm just out? What if I don't want to do all that? What if I'm just running somewhere and I just bring you some food?
Yeah, like, hey, I'm thinking about you type food. Hey, I heard that you like Starbucks. Let me bring a Starbucks coffee. Hey, we were talking about, Wendy's shakes. I'm going to bring you a shake. Like something like that.
Some of these people be just on social media pulling up at the drive-thru of Wendy's and stuff like that. But when they go on dates, I don't want to eat that.
I thought you were going to say a lot of these people are going to, these fast food places, and there's a chance you might get shot now.
Well,
like, it's
I said that yesterday, but I'm talking about with the dating scene.
Well, no, exactly.
Yeah, the dating scene, I'm talking about you talking about being ungrateful. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm risking my life.
If I'm taking you somewhere and I want to take you out, I'm happy that we together, but now in today's society, you got to be careful where you pull up, where you take somebody out to eat.
100%.
They're going to judge your whole life off of where you choose to take a person to grab something to eat.
My thing is, okay, if it's a first date, probably don't want to bring them to Mickey D's, but when I
was coming up, I went on a date at Mickey D's.
How old were you?
I was in high school.
See, that's different.
No, what I'm saying is it was sincere.
If I'm 16, whatever. If I'm 26, hold on. You're bringing me to Mickey D's? Like, what are we doing there?
You telling me you don't want a double stack?
Now, when I'm 26?
No, okay, so what I'm saying is I don't think you should have, let's say somebody, it was the thought that count. I thought when I was coming up, it was the thought that count.
Nah.
Now it's not like that.
Different.
Well, here we go then.
That's why the
divorce rate's so high. That's why everybody breaking up every 2 months.
I think it's good that Amber Rose is saying this. I'm not the biggest Amber Rose fan, but I think it's good that she's saying this because I think it's going to correct some people. If a reality TV star does this, we see a lot of people kind of try to recreate that. People want to be like the reality TV stars they see on, MTV and stuff. I think if she's coming out on podcast saying like, hey, y'all need to be okay with some of this, maybe now when I go on a date to the Cheesecake Factory, people will stop looking at me sideways, Tory.
I need an around-the-way girl. Standing on the bus stop, sucking on the lollipop. I need a home girl. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. This is, to me, is relationship performance ideas. Like, you got to perform to get me.
But let me ask you this. So I come in one day and I say, Tory, I took this girl. I saw her on Instagram. I reached out in the DMs. I'm trying to get a date planned. Hey, I'm thinking about taking her to Arby's. You're not going to look at me sideways?
She might want the meats. She might think you got the meats.
I'm just saying.
I don't know.
You would look at me sideways if we did that.
I wouldn't.
All right, I'm going to try that.
I don't think where you go get something to eat
for a date, though,
plays
Tory?
a part in it. Like, well, you might as well go throw a picnic then. You might as well go and do a picnic.
I would do that.
It's safe. It's neutral. You ain't got to be judged. Maybe pick a nice park. You better off just going on a nice picnic than to try to attempt to take somebody, because Cheesecake Factory got X'd out somehow.
Yeah, I don't know how. that got X'd out, I like a little Arby's, little Applebee's. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. I think that's not a bad place to be. All right, let's shift gears. So, okay, Delta Airlines. When's the last time you flew? You see Spirit's out. Delta's now cutting back as well, Tory. Delta Airlines says they're cutting their free snacks and drinks on flights under 350 miles starting this month. It's impacting about 450 daily routes. The change comes as the airline faces rising fuel costs. So my little puddle hopper flights, my flight to Minneapolis, my flight to Madison, my flight to Detroit, no longer am I going to be able to have my diet soda and pretzels. They're cutting back.
Well, are they going to allow you to bring something on board?
They will allow you to bring something on board, but remember, you got to go through TSA. So to me, it feels like these airports are going to make a killing because how many people are going to buy soda while waiting for their flight now, knowing they're not going to get it on the
those
flight?
sodas be hiked up.
They will be hiked up. Yeah,
like
they
$4 for like maybe.
Disgusting.
For just a bottle soda.
Let me tell you, this Walgreens over here as well. This Walgreens over here as well.
Right.
You've been keeping track of their prices?
Yeah, I mean, I go there to grab my orange juice.
It's a little expensive.
Well, the orange juice always been the same price, but that's why you got to put your number in there to get the discount.
Yeah, I'm not giving them my number, Tory.
See, well, then you going to pay the high prices. I see, you got the trick to Walgreens is to put your number in there, and then it'll give you it's 2 prices on everything. I'll get the phone number price.
You got the phone number price.
Yeah, you put your phone number in there. Oh, okay, we got you in the system. Boom. You get the deal.
Man, you should have told me that before we went and got the food the last time, man.
Hey, look, you wasn't asking. You said you had it like that.
I do.
You going around trying to take these girls out to the 5-star restaurant.
You got to now.
Hey, okay, well, that's why you paying all that money at Walgreens.
They're not going to let me take them to Walgreens.
You didn't want to file for to get the discount.
You're right.
You took a date to Walgreens and said, hey, look, I didn't even use the number. I paid full price.
You got that right.
Trying to impress her.
You got that right.
Hey, I wouldn't go that route. I'm going to try to get the 4 for 4.
All right, so what do you think about this Delta? You think that they're wrong?
Playing.
You think they're wrong for cutting the pretzels and soda?
A little bit, because it wasn't that much. The pretzels and soda was just, I seen full meals on flights.
Back in the day, yeah.
They don't do full meals anymore?
I don't think so. Like the long flights, like I took a flight to Europe last summer, full meal.
Okay.
But I haven't seen a full meal since then.
I mean, well, that's because I was probably going on longer flights back then. But what I'm saying is the cookies and the soda and stuff like that, that's just a snack. That's not even food.
No.
That's they wrong for taking that off. If that's just 2 things. That it don't even last long. It's just a snack. By the time you get the snack and the lady get about two seats up, it's gone.
Oh yeah, no. There's like 3 pretzels in that bag. Plus, it's like
then they give you a little cup of water or soda, and they put more ice in it. By the time you take 2 sips, it's gone.
It is gone. Yeah. So I agree with that
That's
completely.
being cheap.
I don't like this at all. And Delta is now cutting back. Spirit fell apart. Tory, I don't know where I'm going to fly now. Like, am I going to have to fly United? Am I going to have to go to O'Hare now? Like, I'm worried, man. I don't want to fly.
Well, just don't fly Delta. There's plenty of other airlines, yeah.
Plenty other. There's like 2. I got United and I got Southwest.
It's down to 2. It's only down to 2 airlines left.
What you got? You got Delta. You got, I guess, American. You got
you got
United,
American, yeah.
And you got Southwest. So you got 4. So I got 3 options.
That's go to the other ones.
Well, Southwest doesn't fly everywhere I need to fly to. That's the other thing, man.
Well,
got a lot of flight problems.
I'll say this: it ain't not like unless I'm going for business. I don't fly. I drive.
I thought you were gonna say you walked.
No, I did. I have walked.
That's what I'm saying.
For causes, for the causes from my neighborhood, I have walked. But what I'm saying is, if I'm gonna fly, it's got to be business. I don't like flying just to be flying. I never fly unless it's something or some strategic that I'm trying to do. If I'm on a plane, I'm trying to make a deal.
What's the last flight you went on?
I went to, I think, D.C. Yep. All right, look, when we come back, somebody said Frontier. You forgot Frontier.
Yeah, I forgot Alaskan too.
Okay, so it's multiple airlines. Delta ain't the be-all, end-all.
There's not a lot.
Yeah, if you're not going to give me my little snacks, I'm not messing with you like that. You just ain't finna get my cash. I need that little bit of perk when I'm on a flight. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This is 1017 The Truth, Kyle Wallace, and the time is now, Milwaukee. Truth to Power is your platform, and on my show, our community always has a voice. There is no topic that is off limits, and I always give you my authentic opinions on how I feel, because keeping it real is the only way I know how to get down. Listen to Truth to Power with me, Kyle Wallace, every day from noon to 1 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube at 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family. and help out in your community. You've been there for so many others. But when life challenges you, when rising costs, unexpected repairs, medical bills, or simply a rough stretch make it hard to keep up on a limited or low income, you're not alone. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are here for you, working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. If you're struggling with high utility bills, facing a disconnect notice, or dealing with a furnace emergency and your limited or low income isn't enough, support is available. Visit www.heat.help or call 1-800-506-5596 to apply for a hand up.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on where you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
When you work smart, incredible things can happen. By joining Smart 18, the union for Wisconsin sheet metal workers, you'll open the door to a brighter future. You'll learn and earn more. Enjoy awesome benefits across the board. Build a great career and feel empowered and supported every step of the way. The smartest career decision you'll ever make starts with Smart 18. Find out more today at smart18info.com.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
Hurt by a truck? Call Gruber Offices. One call, that's all.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
What we doing? We out here fighting for the people. What we doing? We out here fighting for the people. Tory Lowe, part one. We out here fighting for the people. We out here fighting for the people. I can make a sequel. All these murders is getting lethal. Low, low. We out here fighting for the people. It's like a slaughter.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Tory Lowe and Andrew. Andrew, what else we got going on in these pop culture streets?
Oh, Tory, do I have a story for you? So here's the deal. Do you believe in aliens?
No, I don't.
All right. Nothing outside of this earth.
I just believe that there's maybe life on other planets, but the way that they got it put together right here in the United States, I don't believe that.
Little sci-fi action. All right. Well, Barack Obama, might have heard of him before. Might have heard of him before. President Obama is insisting the U.S. doesn't have little green men or aliens, but he is volunteering himself for the welcome committee if they ever do come.
And I believe he just, he was the president. He knows information, classified information.
A little bit of it.
And I always thought it was no aliens. I was in L.A. one time. I was in L.A., out in L.A., and it was late. I was getting a little In-N-Out burger. They took me to In-N-Out burger.
Ooh.
And one of my friends who believe in aliens and believe in a lot of other stuff, once he, get high, I guess, a lot of other stuff start coming to play. But, we just out hanging out, having a good time. And he says, there go that spaceship right there. And he look up in the sky. As soon as I look, he said, oh, it flew away. I mean, I just, I can't. Everybody, when they talk about UFOs, it's always imaginary. It's not solid. It's all speculation. It's nothing, no real. I haven't seen anything real from it in my whole life. So I'm not one of those people that I got to see it. If it's a can floating, I'm going to check and see if it's strings around it before I say it's a ghost.
I hear you.
So I'm not like that. You can't just tell me something and I don't see it. You can believe that, but I don't believe it like that.
Yeah, I think there's more likelihood that Bigfoot exists than there are aliens coming to visit us, Tory. But my question is to you. All right, first question, who would be on your welcome committee if aliens did come down? Who do you want to be the ambassador for the human race? Who's the person that you're putting up? If aliens come down, we got to have a welcome party. Who do you want to see in that welcome party?
I'm going to put up all the people that don't like me first. Because they might not be friendly. All the bots.
All right.
All the bots can go first.
There you go.
Hey, I'm not finna. When the door open, you don't know what's finna happen. You seen in what was that Independence Day where they was all on top of the building, and then when they opened up the thing, they zapped everybody?
Yup.
Okay, that's what I think is gonna happen.
There's another movie, Invasion from Mars, where the same thing. Little green men come off the spaceship and start vaporizing people. All right, so there you go.
All right.
So after that first group, let's say they are friendly, though. Who would be in that welcome?
Well, okay, now they friendly.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to go first.
All right, you would be the welcome committee.
Yeah, I'm going to go. If I know they friendly, I'm going to go first.
I would love to see that.
But if I don't know, all the bots can go first.
You threw me on that one because I had a follow-up question for you, too. I was going to say, like, what would be, like, what you would want to see? Like, I know a lot of people say Shaq would be their pick to go to talk to the aliens first.
Nah, no celebrities.
No?
They didn't already misled the community already. No, I'm not.
Let them mislead the aliens.
No. Well, okay, you asking me for my opinion. I'm saying if they not friendly, all the bots can go first. Everybody who bought it out can go first. Because if they zap out all the bots, they did me a favor. If I know they friendly, I'm going to go. Because I don't trust nobody that's to make the group decision for the people.
Would you want to do it solo, or would you have somebody with you?
I'll have Truth Nation. I'll ask Truth Nation to come with me.
Hey, there you go.
Now, I'll say, Truth Nation, you taking the chance, or you might have to sign a waiver. We might have to sign a waiver, because if they start probing folks, you can't sue me. You know.
Hey.
A lot of people that got probed by aliens now, saying they got the aliens that took them in the back. So I don't know. Y'all got to sign a waiver first. Y'all can come with me, but I ain't responsible if they start, experimenting on people.
All right, let's shift gears. That was great. That was incredible. All right, so let's shift gears. Stefon Diggs, the trial was yesterday. Now that the jury has found him not guilty of attacking his personal chef, there was a whole rigmarole, whole case. Stefon Diggs is now a free agent, which means he is back on the grind. He posted a video on his Instagram story where he looks like he is running at the speed of slow on a treadmill. He's not very fast right here, doing like one of those athlete workouts where it looks like they're doing more than they actually are. So he is now looking to get back into the NFL. He's unrestricted free agent. Are you interested as the number one? He got
too many problems.
Off field, on field.
He's just a distraction. The New England Patriots lost the Super Bowl. Nobody's talking about it. All they talking about is Stefon Diggs
and Mike Vrabel.
Yeah, Mike. They overshadowed. The drama overshadows the game. He's at the point where if he get a parking ticket, it's gonna overshadow. If he come to Green Bay, and one thing happened with Stefon Diggs, he ruins the brand. He has gotten to the point of dealing with so much drama that he's a huge distraction. So I wouldn't take a chance on Stefon Diggs. I would let him sit for like a year or two.
Let it cool off?
Yeah, he needs to cool off. He's too hot. He's too hot right now. I don't know what he can contribute to a team because he was in the Super Bowl and he only got 7 yards. Okay, so you said, okay, we got an asset here. He only had, how many yards in the Super Bowl? 6, 7?
6, 7 yards.
6, 7. Okay, what I'm saying is he didn't even prove in the big game that he could be a factor. And I don't even think he was hurt.
No, he was not hurt.
Maybe his feelings was hurt because Cardi B had left him at the Super Bowl. But what I'm saying, he was healthy and didn't produce in the Super Bowl.
That was a good defense, though.
It doesn't matter. He's a superstar. Or supposedly a star player.
Can I give you a team for him?
Here we go. The Vikings will take him.
Vikings might, but
because y'all had the Love Bowl situation.
I got a better one.
Y'all take anybody over there in Minnesota.
I got a better one for you. We got Justin Jefferson. We don't need another receiver. All right, I got one for you. How about we go send him to a city that needs superstars, a city that doesn't have a lot going on. All right, a city with a young quarterback. You know, get him a veteran weapon. You know what I'm thinking of?
The Browns.
The Browns.
Nah, he would be good for Shador.
Oh, come on.
They already got Watson.
Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson over there. And you know what he was doing with the massages.
You know what's better than one headache?
You don't need two people. Yeah, you don't need two people that need massages with a happy ending over there. You already got a guy that's coming back. Everything that cooled off and died down. He been laying low for a season, you know. All of that talk, you know, nobody's talking about the massages anymore. You bring Stephon Diggs, they gonna bring that back up and everything that's come with Stephon Diggs. I don't think that that's a good PR move. He's a PR nightmare right now.
The worst thing to happen to us, Tory, is the fact that we might not get a chance to talk about Shedeur Sanders for 17 straight weeks on the show, where he's fighting for his job against
Fighting for his life, yeah.
Against Deshaun Watson. We were going to miss this storyline. It's going to be great.
Here we go.
All right, the final story. Tension between Riri and A$AP Rocky boiled over not once but twice at the Met Gala. There's video of the couple looking clearly unhappy behind the scenes. This is coming after allegations of A$AP Rocky cheating on Rihanna. Tory, we're up against it. What are your thoughts here? A$AP cheating on Riri?
Here we go. Is there any proof that this happened?
There's DMs screenshotted allegedly from A$AP Rocky, but we don't know for sure. But Riri did not look happy. Rihanna did not look happy at the Met Gala in the backseat of that limo with A$AP Rocky.
Well, I hope it ain't another Chris Brown situation.
I don't think that's what
okay, I hope not, because they got children. I'll say this. Relationships go through their turmoil, and A$AP Rocky he don't go to church. I'll put it like that. He's not a church boy. So, you know, they'll work it out. They'll work it out. She can, I don't know if I don't know their relationship personally, but when you meet somebody with that live by a certain set of rules, what do you think is going to happen?
I think it goes back to what we've always said, or you've always said, Tory, which is don't care about celebrity relationships.
Right, because they're not perfect, and these people don't. It ain't like the Bible is their sole foundation, so you're gonna have them problems. Well, thank you for the Pop Culture Report, Andrew. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we're going to open up the lines. We got to talk about this scrapyard. I want to talk about this scrapyard. A lot of people, another person that came forward and said that his car was in the scrapyard. We're going to talk about it when we get back. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
He's the voice for the people and the community's connection to change.
So I was shocked that they let an advocate get on the air, you know, because I was like, man, do y'all really want to know what's really going on out here in these streets? I wish I could have a whole show that y'all could listen to every phone call that come to mind. I could do a whole show on my voice message. Just people calling, talking about what's happening. Just off the voice message, y'all wouldn't even believe what I got in my voice message. If I'm gonna start a podcast after show, I'm gonna let y'all hear the raw material because we can't even play it on the air. That's how real it is out here. That's why I ain't got time for all y'all all that extra stuff that y'all be trying to do. I'm just happy that we're able to have these great, powerful conversations. But I'm gonna always remind y'all that we got to still get out here and get to work.
The Tory Lowe Show, weekdays from 1 to 4 p.m. live on YouTube and right here on 101.7 The Truth.
People don't realize that glaucoma is one of the leading causes of blindness.
Because there are often no early symptoms, nearly half of those with glaucoma may not even know they have it until vision loss has occurred.
I was diagnosed with normal tension glaucoma in July of 2020.
And what we found out at that point was I had already lost 40% of my sight. You think it only affects people that are, 75 or older, retired, grandparents, and that's not the reality of it.
I didn't think at all glaucoma was going to affect me because I didn't know of anyone that had glaucoma, no one in my family. When you have glaucoma, you can't get back that sight that you lost. And so early detection and treatment is vitally, vitally important.
Don't miss life's most beautiful moments. Schedule an eye exam today.
National Glaucoma Research, a Bright Focus Foundation program, offers free resources and tips for healthy vision.
Learn how to protect your sight at stopglaucoma.org.
I take care of the kids, and I take care of my dad. I take care of things at work. The groceries, the cleanups, the meltdowns, the doctor's visits, the family events, mealtimes, bedtimes. I take care of all the things everyone else needs. But I haven't made time to take care of what I need.
Family caregivers are often overloaded. It can feel overwhelming and exhausting. It's no surprise that millions of caregivers experience symptoms of anxiety and depression every year. But help is available because there may only be one you, but you don't have to do it alone. Head to mentalhealthcareworks.org. That's mentalhealthcareworks.org to learn how to get the support you deserve, because mental health care works when you make the call. If you're experiencing a mental health crisis or thoughts of suicide, dial 988, a message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269BL Milwaukee. A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And yesterday we talked about a scrapyard right here in the city where a young man tracked his car down after hitting a pothole, hitting a crater in the street. And I don't know how massive this pothole was, but it disabled the car. So the car was sitting there. All of a sudden, the tow truck comes to get the car. Unmarked tow truck takes the car to a local scrapyard, use fake documents to get the car scrapped. And the young man was looking for the car and found out that the car was in the scrapyard already crushed after they turned on the earbud tracker system, Find My Earbuds or something in the iPhone, and found the earbuds in the car crushed at the scrapyard. Now, they say that the scrapyard ain't responsible. The scrapyard ain't responsible because they ran a check on the car and it wasn't reported stolen. Well, we got another person that they came forward on the news talking about that they had an incident with that same scrapyard. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. I need y'all to listen, because if you got a car that you don't know where it went, it might be in the scrapyard. You just don't know. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. We got video on this. Let's listen.
So right away, I called the city, I called the police department, and I said, hey, did the city tow my car? They said no. I said, well, then I have to report it as stolen.
Skeet Stevens says he wouldn't have thought to look here for his stolen car.
It wasn't even there for 24 hours before they took it.
Had it not been for Tion and Gina Hewlett sharing their story.
It was total squash, windows gone.
Stevens showed up at this scrapyard on Green Bay Avenue on Tuesday to find out what he feared.
So they looked around and all of a sudden they determined, well, yeah, we had your car processed on the 22nd of April.
Milwaukee police confirm it is investigating this as an auto theft. Stevens did his own investigative work to learn his silver Subaru, seen here on Google Maps, was destroyed.
These scrapyards are required to do a background check to see if it had been reported stolen,
correct.
Before
Yeah.
they accept it.
They did, and at the time it wasn't in the system yet, but just by a day and a half.
Stevens says the scrapyard also told him a tow truck driver brought the vehicle with a bill of sale and an ID. The two requirements to sell a car to a scrapyard, according to Milwaukee police.
They can't just accept a bogus bill of sale that somebody can make up, and if you show your ID.
While we were outside of the scrapyard, our camera was rolling when Stevens was approached by a man who says he was the tow truck driver.
I bought the car from a lady.
Michael Ward says the scrapyard called him to their lot so he could talk to police. And while he was here, he agreed to an interview.
It was a lady inside the house came outside and she asked me if I bought junk cars because it said on my tow truck. So I bought the car, I bought the vehicle, and she ain't had no title in it.
Ward believes if anyone should be held accountable, it's the woman who sold him the car.
How do you prove it was this woman's car if she doesn't have keys, she doesn't have title, doesn't provide registration, just says it's hers?
That's the hard part. Whatever, you can't prove it. The only way you prove it is if something like this happened.
Stevens says based on his experience and what happened to Tion and Gina.
Oh, it just hurts. It just hurts inside.
He wonders how many stolen cars are at this scrapyard in addition to his.
I reached out to the owner.
Oh, wow. So they got him red-handed. They got the brother red-handed. And he's saying that, how the lady sell you a car with no title, no nothing, no keys? Hey, let me tell you something. I believe they got, if you get caught, say this. Because I'm going to tell you right now, how do you don't know, and you're a tow truck driver, you don't know that this person could be giving you a car that ain't theirs. And it's a fake documentation. So you telling me who would go through all the trouble to make a fake documentation on a car that ain't theirs, that's in the snow? And this car was in the, you know how y'all leave the car out there and the snow plows bury the car. Come on now. He saw easy pickings. And this is just my opinion, you know. I think he saw a car that looked like nobody didn't care about. It had a fender bender in the front. It was buried in the snow. He felt like he was doing him a favor. I mean, I'm finna get this car up out of here, and nobody ain't gonna miss this car because it looked like it was abandoned. Now he on the news talking about a woman sold him the car. Well, where the woman at? Well, he don't know where the woman at. You believe it? You believe his story, Andrew?
Absolutely not. I feel bad for him, though, because, let's say, hypothetically, devil's advocate, yes, he's telling the truth. What woman's coming up to you saying, hey, I have a junk car that I'm trying to sell you? That story doesn't make sense to me. The puzzle pieces don't fit.
I don't know. Okay, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Okay, well, then he should have her address. He should have her information. And he should be able to take the police to the house or to the address of who sold him the car. Or give him the phone number or something. Somebody had to call him, right? Okay, he should have a number. He should have an address. 833-212-1017. It's a lot going on with this scrapyard for the last couple days. We've been getting stories on this scrapyard. Do you think it's maybe somebody just, a resident might just be like, hey, I'm finna go around, find cars that look abandoned, and I'm just gonna sell them to the tow truck people.
So we had a fan call in, Tory, asking how much you think he made off of the car. Like, how much did the lady selling the car for, and how much did he make giving the car to the junkyard?
Okay, well, then he should have a bill of sale for the car. Because if he paid for the car, it should be some kind of receipt. Maybe in that condition, maybe $100, $150. I'm just saying, it ain't got no key. It's under a pile of snow. You seen the picture. Look where he got this car from. It looked like it was under a pile of snow. Or he pulled it out off the curb, and it looked like it could have been snowed in a little bit. What I'm saying is, he took the car to the scrapyard. He could have easily got $300, $400. And if you do this a couple times a day, if you found 2 cars like this a couple times a day, that's $800 a day. You can make $800 a day. All you need is 2 cars. Who's making $800 a day? From 2, if you can get 2 cars like this, you can come up. If you get 4 a week, okay, you don't have to do that many to get a decent paycheck.
These scammers are doing a lot, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Looks like there's stuff in the back of that car, too.
Right, but look at the car. It looks abandoned. It got snow on it. It looked like it snowed in. That's all I'm saying. Like they look like they looking for cars that look like they've been abandoned. Because even with the car with the first couple, that car hit a pothole and they left it on the side of the road. They looking for like kind of abandoned cars. If you drive through the city of Milwaukee, how many abandoned looking cars you could probably find today? Take it over to the scrapyard. Get at least $200, $300. That's one vehicle at $300. Some people ain't even making $300 a day, working 8 hours a day. I look into the chat. Mark in the chat says, I caught a lady trying to sell my food truck on Facebook Market using a bill of sales. She tricked 3 people out of $900 trying to sell his food truck. I had to show the people I was the owner with my title and the keys, but they literally bought the food truck off a bill of sale, a fake bill of sale. And the bill of sale has to be notarized. Hey, look, these scammers know what they looking for is something that looks like it's not being attended to. That's what it seemed like to me.
Imagine if they use this power for good, Tory. Like, this is innovative. This is like important stuff, man. They're using now the internet to figure it all out, but instead of being good people, they're stealing cars and trying to sell food trucks.
All I'm saying is, you got in Milwaukee, it's so bad. You got to keep your head on the swivel. And this is so crazy because a lot of these people, maybe you can't get to the car at that moment. Like if I get into an accident or something happened to my car or my car stops on the side of the road. Well, first of all, I'm not going to file a missing report. What I'm going to do is try to find a way to get my car towed, or, it may take some time, but I'm going to leave my car right there and then try to resolve the issue. So I come back and it's towed. Well, the scrapyard saying that they checked to see if the car has any missing ideas or things like that, and that's a part of the process. Who think their car is missing if they left it on the side of the road? That's crazy. Like that, you know how many cars they can get without being responsible? With a fake bill of sales, with a fake ID, and they not responsible? Hey, it's always something. And I'll tell you this, they got tow trucks out here now that ain't got no markers on it, that's riding around grabbing people's cars. We talked about this about a couple months ago. I call it the ghost tow truck was out here. Taking people's cars. This is probably, and it's just my opinion, I don't know. But where was the ghost tow truck taking the cars? Y'all better check that scrapyard. If y'all car went missing, y'all better check that scrapyard. Because if it ain't down there at the tow lot, now if the tow lot got your vehicle, all they're going to do is read the VIN number. And they're going to tell you, your VIN number, if it's in there, they try to get that money. Like, you're going to pay all the fines on it. Like, that's a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother topic. Look, if you get your car towed from the city and you owe tickets, you have to pay the tickets. If you ain't got no insurance, they doing it all now. You ain't getting that car back until you pay all the fines on it. If you ain't got no emission test, they gonna have to run it to the emission. You got to. Some of y'all right now riding around ain't even did that emission test. Okay. Look, when we come back, we're gonna have more conversation, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Need a way to hype up your day?
Guess what, Alan?
Yes, sir.
Are you sitting down?
Yes, I am.
Why don't you lay down? Congratulations, buddy. You just won $5,000.
Yes, sir. I can't believe it.
What would you do with $5,000?
I'm going to pay some bills, then I'm going to take my wife to her favorite restaurant.
Oh, that is so beautiful.
Stay tuned into 1017 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
That was my husband that won that money.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family and help out in your community. You've been there for so many others. But when life challenges you, when rising costs, unexpected repairs, medical bills, or simply a rough stretch make it hard to keep up on a limited or low income, you're not alone. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are here for you, working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. If you're struggling with high utility bills, facing a disconnect notice, or dealing with a furnace emergency and your limited or low income isn't enough, support is available. Visit www.heat.help or call 1-800-506-5596 to apply for a hand up.
At Versity on King, we believe taking care of our community starts right here, together. Every day, neighbors step up to donate blood, helping save lives in Milwaukee and beyond. But Versity on King is more than a donor center. It's a place for health education, community connection, and support, especially for families facing conditions like sickle cell disease. When you donate blood, you're not just giving. You're showing up for your community. Visit versity.org/VersityOnKing to learn more or schedule your donation today. Versity on King, rooted in community, powered by hope.
Walk in for a suit, walk out with two. It's buy one, get one half off throughout May at Nicobani's. Suits, blazers, hats, jeans, and more. Everything you need from a hands-on team that styles you from head to toe. Find a suit, add shoes for half the price. Land a perfect two-piece set? Now add a vest for 50% less. Prom, graduation, galas, whatever's on your calendar, now's the time to stop in to Nicobani's. Second floor at Mayfair Mall across from AMC. Buy one, get one half off throughout May at Nicobani's. Some exclusions may apply. See store for details.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
This is The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Hey
getting tired of you, Tory. Every time you look up, they kicking another door. See, I told you the days of being silent are over. This is the time for your cup to run over. If you don't stand for something, you gon' fall for anything. You hear me? Let me tell you something. If you need me, you know how to find me. But keep doing what you doing. I'm proud of you. Yeah, yeah. He who finds himself losing himself for my sake will find it. Yeah, yeah. And he who loses his life for my sake will find it. I've been praying for peace. I've been praying for peace. Tired of fighting these beats. But they need me.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. If you know somebody that got a car missing, tell them to head over to the scrapyard. If you want to join the conversation today, 833-212-1017. I also want to talk about this Milwaukee woman charged in alleged medical fraud schemes. There's a lot of medical fraud schemes. Y'all seen what happened in Minnesota? They took a lot of money from the medical system and the taxpayers' dollars. Well, I guess a Milwaukee woman is charged in alleged medical fraud schemes. If you're watching this rebroadcast live, we got some video on this. Let's listen.
Happens at sort of a percentage of more often than we think.
The DOJ charged 44-year-old Debbie Long with 5 felonies, including fraud and money laundering. Federal prosecutors say Long owned Pinnacle Home Healthcare, LLC. The company provided personal care services to Medicaid members like mobility, meal preparation, and bathing. From March 2017 to August 2022, prosecutors say Long billed Wisconsin Medicaid for personal care services that were made up or exaggerated. Things like inflated billing, fraudulent travel expenses, non-existent services, and claims submitted with impossible hours for a member in a single day. Investigators say she was paid more than $2 million in fraudulent reimbursements. Wow. In 2020, prosecutors say Long submitted a fraudulent PPP loan application where she claimed Pinnacle had 120 employees with a monthly payroll of about $87,000. Workforce records reveal she only had 46 employees, and the payroll was about $36,000. Lisa Graybert is a visiting research professor at Marquette who specializes in the health sector, specifically Medicaid and Medicare.
This individual may have been doing like more smaller fraud within Medicaid even before COVID, and then branched out to PPP.
The DOJ says Long then used that money, the PPP loan funds, and fraudulent Medicaid reimbursements to launder money through shell companies, and then bought Kit's Frozen Custard on Capitol, a Mercedes-Benz, and an Octopus car wash.
So if the government is able to recoup that amount of money, we could actually use it to fund priorities in areas where people want to see things done.
Oh, wow.
Long will have her.
What? She got a car wash and a custard stand. I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm just messing with y'all. Y'all gonna get caught up. The PPP loans gonna get y'all, like the government cracking down. I just seen a post that said that the federal government now turning some of their interest into a lot of those PPP loans that y'all thought y'all got away with. Y'all think y'all safe, but all of a sudden, look, let me tell you something. All of a sudden, y'all going to be sleeping in the house, and the government going to come at 6 in the morning. You know, the government wait till 6 o'clock in the morning to come get you. The PPP loans, they ain't forgot those PPP loans. There's a lot of people that scammed. And this woman right here, she was going up, though. She put the money, she invested the dollars. At least she got something to show for the scam. She got a car wash, invested in a car wash and everything.
Yeah, she also got a prison time to show for it.
Yeah, she got a prison time to show for it. But some people took the PPP loan, blew the money, and didn't even invest it.
Didn't even get a car wash out of it.
Didn't even get nothing. They just bought clothes, bought some Jordans, bought a nice, probably bought a nice ride, but they ain't try to invest in no business.
You try to do it the right way, but the scam is still a scam.
Hey, I'm looking in the chat. The The chat says, who not scamming these days?
Tory Lowe.
I don't even take no money for it. Maybe I need to get the spirit fingers going. And come out with a nice suit on with some gold teeth in my mouth and start standing over the crowd talking about give me the money. Talking about God said give me the money.
What do you mean by that?
I'm just saying the scammers it seems like they winning a little bit, for a second. They hot for a summer, but then they gone for 17 summers. They got bragging. They bragging for one summer. They hot. They got the car they dreamed. They went and bought. They got a nice little crib. Then after that one summer, they spending 20 years in prison. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? I don't think so. Felix in the chat says they also bought Kit 2 on Capitol. They also bought Kit 2 on Capitol, so it's a place that they bought on Capitol. Reginald says can collect plenty of scratch with them 8 arms. The octopus. Yeah, I mean, a car wash can make some good money, especially if you get the membership. We got Security Mike on the lines. If you want to join the conversation, 833-212-1017. How you doing, Security Mike?
Yeah, man. How you been, man?
Blessings, brother. Long time no. You ain't called in a minute. What's going on? You all right?
I know, man. My job changed and everything. Where I'm not in patrol vehicle anymore to be listening like that, and I'm at a Walgreens now.
Okay.
So I'm seeing firsthand what's up with the Walgreens and the theft and stuff like that.
Well, good to hear from you. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I ain't forgot about you guys. I still listen anytime I get a chance. I'm just off today. Hey, but you were talking about the tow truck thing. I'm en route to go to the 5th District because I had some tow truck company towed my vehicle off the lot where I live at.
What?
Authorized to be parked there. I got the Gorman stickers on it and everything. I got they ran the tape back and everything. I got the picture of the guy who somehow was able to have my vehicle, just to get vehicle towed. Yeah, it's been sitting on the lot for about 8 months. I'm saving for an engine. So the car ain't no power or nothing. This a dope fiend move. The vehicle turned up in Butler.
In Butler, Wisconsin?
Yeah, turned up in Butler, a lot out there. Because I got the letter. Because I knew I was going to either get the letter because I got one plate on it that's registered. I did the plate transfer to my other vehicle, but I only took one plate off, and that plate is on the vehicle I'm currently driving.
Oh,
to make a long story short, the letter came back. I called the people where it was a tow lot out in Butler, and he said, yeah, it was a dope fiend move. He said, we got the guy picture, and he sent the picture to the guy, picture to my phone. I'm about to go to the police station now because I got the car back. They said they're going to tow it back free of charge. I said, yeah, because they had no reason taking it. They talked to the Gorman management. They said, yeah, Mr. Lindsay, truck was legit. He had a Gorman sticker on, so you don't know why the tow truck took it by just dude's ID. You normally supposed to show proof that it's your vehicle, whether it's insurance, whether it's the registration and all that. I don't know how this tow truck was able to do that. So I'm going over to 5th District after I get off the phone with you. I got the new picture. I'm going to show them that. I already reported it stolen with 5th District. So it came back. So all I got to do is go over there, show the picture to him, the guy that did it with the tow truck, and try to find out who the tow truck company is. Okay. Because they should be in trouble for that. They should not have towed the vehicle. I got the vehicle back now, sitting back out on the lot, but I'm finna report it now because they took my $500 system out of it. They tore it through the trunk and everything, took that, and then I seen something hanging like they might have got my Cadillac converter too. See, the dope fiend dude couldn't sell it off because they weren't going. The salvage yard. Your salvage yard can't take it without certain criteria. You can't even give them a converter without having the proper material. Exactly, but they knew that why we gonna give you some money for a car that the engine is shot. Dude, the engine is gone. So, but I'm gonna get this dope fiend now, man, because that my boost, that cam, all that cost me about $500. So I'm gonna go over to the police station. I got his picture. dude Leroy something on here. His daddy live in the building, but I don't even know his daddy.
What daddy live in your building?
Move. The guy, yeah, they said it's a senior. Because I asked when I got the picture, I talked to the manager and said, yeah, he live in this building, but this is his son. I said, yeah, his son looks like a crackhead. He the one who got the car. Because my car just been setting. I don't deal with nobody in the building. So my car just been setting like that. Like you said, tow trucks riding around looking for abandoned cars.
Right.
My Chevy Cruze been setting in a lot since last September or August. Okay?
Well, at least you know it worked. It worked. It still worked.
No, the engine. I'm saying.
Well, how did he get it to Butler? How did they get it to Butler?
They found it. First of all, they told where the Dauphin got the motherfuckers that told it from our lot. Excuse my French, and he told it out to somebody they were gonna try to sell it to out in Oak Creek. So the people out in Butler said, yeah, they told it from Oak Creek to Racine, and then Racine to them. So dude said, we gonna go out to Racine and get it, and we gonna bring it back, and we ain't gonna charge. They brought it back. He sent me the picture of dude, and when I went and checked, and I said, damn, I hope they ain't got my system, my boost, and all that out the trunk, and they did. They towed through it and got that. So now the car is damaged. I'm looking at just gone really junking now.
Now you finna go send it to the scrapyard.
Yeah, because I'm still paying a note on it, but I got to get the approval of from educators because they who I'm paying the note to, and they got the lien. Okay. So, but I'm going to go over to Fifth District. Soon I hang up from you, show dude them the picture, tell the officer he can go over to the Gorman apartment complex where I live at, Fifth Street School. They got it on camera. They can't give me no printout. They can just go view it like that.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm going to get dude. It ain't over. He's going to have the police at his door.
Keep us updated on that. Keep us updated if they arrest him, because you're about to go through a whole process. Let us know if they ever arrest the guy that did it.
Yeah, but T-Lo, the tow company that told it, they got to get in trouble because they shouldn't have told it without adequate information that it was their vehicle. It wasn't even your vehicle. And it looked like the ID don't look like no driver's license. It looked like a regular state ID, man.
Oh, wow.
Dauphin move. So, all right, T-Lo, you keep up the good work, man.
All right, Security Mike, you be safe and let me know if they arrest him and what the charges are. Okay. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversation. If you want to join the conversation, 833-212-1017.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Join me every Friday at 11 a.m. for the Milwaukee Experience with Sherwin Hughes, presented by Visit Milwaukee. We're a city that knows how to celebrate, where the calendar is packed with festivals, the plates are piled high with flavor, and a lakefront sunrise sets the stage. Here in Milwaukee, every street leads to something worth savoring, a place that welcomes you with open arms and where joy is shared in bites, beats, and cheers. The Milwaukee Experience every Friday at 11 a.m. exclusively on The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, presented by Visit Milwaukee. I'm Sherwin Hughes, and I know the power of Stars and Stripes Honor Flight firsthand. As someone who's been on an honor flight, I can tell you it's a day you'll never forget. Stars and Stripes Honor Flight gives our oldest veterans who served in any location in June of 1975 or earlier a free one-day trip to Washington, D.C. for veterans. Airfare, meals, a coach bus tour, and special flight apparel are all included. It's a day of honor, gratitude, and camaraderie. Veterans who served in the Vietnam or Korean War go to flySSHF.org and ask for an application.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, Teach.org, and 1 Million Teachers of Color.
Real talent is defined by what people can do, not where they learn to do it. So by stopping at the education section of a resume, you might throw away the perfect hire. You might miss someone who has valuable skills to offer to help your business thrive right now and in the future. Because the truth is this: Skills First Hiring helps you see talent others miss, like more than 70 million stars, skilled through alternative routes. When you let their story unfold, you gain a competitive advantage, because hiring managers who start with skills are 60% more likely to find a successful hire. See the real person, complete. See what others miss. Hire skills first. Learn why it's a competitive advantage at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
This sports update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Xavier Spencer. The Brewers are back after the second game of the Cardinals series was postponed due to weather. The crew is coming off that first loss in the St. Louis series 6-3 on Monday. The third game will be made up on July 7th later this season. The Milwaukee Bucks are finally introducing their new head coach Taylor Jenkins today at the Milwaukee Art Museum. Ryan Rollins went on Yahoo Sports Daily to speak about the hiring.
I haven't called him, but I have texted him a couple times too, just congratulating him for him and his family. It's a good situation that we're coming into, having a new head coach. Don't know all that's going to be switched around by the time, next season comes, but I'm just ready to come in and just make an impact and just continue the growth and, just build a culture and a winning foundation.
Jenkins led the Grizzlies to back-to-back 50-plus win seasons. He had a chance to get another in 2024-25 season, but was fired mid-season with a 44-29 record. I'm Xavier Spencer, and this is your True Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Advocate, Tory Lowe, he a soldier for the soul. Power to the people, seeing all the forces moving slow. Open doors for the lows, to the voice of the voiceless. When you feeling like you running out of choice, boy, Tory got the remedy. Activists going to war for black people, his family. Always got his foot on the pedal, running with no energy. Keeping people at a higher level with his empathy. Call him when you need him. He been an angel, but he had to work for his freedom. And his wings spread for his kingdom. And he gotta go to war when he sees demons. He been in them cold nights when he had to learn to hold tight. When the pain from the bottom was too much to bear, he was there to get you through the storm. And the advocate, Tory Lowe.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. Hey, look, we got another scam. Now, remember last week, a couple weeks ago, I told y'all that they send in the text to your phone. Like, they had something about We Energy one time, but this time was like about tickets, or you got tickets on your car. Every year or every so often, they try to pick something that probably could hit. Like, I knew I didn't even have no tickets on my car, so I knew it was a scam. And I know that they don't text you. So when they said, okay, you got some tickets that you got to pay, hit this link. Anytime you get text messages to your phone, it's a scam. Just look at it like that. Or call the facility that they say you owe and go through it that way. The income tax, IRS ain't going to text you. Like, ain't nobody going to give you a call like that. No, I mean, that's a scam. And if they do call you, for your blood pressure don't go high, call the agency that they say you owe. That's all I'm gonna say. Because some of y'all, y'all think that, somebody gonna reach out to you and say, hey, look, I got a way for you to get out of this bill. We got a cheaper way. Maybe we could cut some of the money off. That's a scam. You gotta call the agency, the headquarters, and they're going to be like, you got scammed. They're going to tell you it was a scam. But there is a traffic court scam texting sweeping southeast Wisconsin. And this is a story that, to tell you how not to fall victim to the scam. And it's scam season. It's springtime. It's scam season. Y'all trying to get outside, and they trying to get in your wallet. If you're watching, as we broadcast live We got video. Let's listen.
Dozens in southeastern Wisconsin received it, claiming to be Milwaukee County's traffic division. We've seen it in black and white and in color. The text claims you failed to pay a toll, parking, and speeding ticket, saying you have a court date at the bottom.
The text is obviously a scam. Here's what it looks like. Even people here at WISN have received it. See the QR code at the bottom? Don't scan it. We've scanned it already for you. And here's what pops up. It first asks if I'm a real person. Well, yes, I am. Then it links to a fake Department of Transportation website. If you click on pay, it then asks for your personal information. This is the spot you absolutely should stop.
The sense that you have to act right now.
It's the same scam website our Nick Bohr reported on last week. How coordinated the effort is still unclear, though one thing remains true.
Law enforcement is never going to call you demanding payment.
Or text you.
Or email you.
Detective James Carey says they're after your personal and banking info, praying that you'll slip up and think it's real.
If you're not paying attention, or you're feeling rushed, or you're not reading into it, then you might be mistaken.
The sheriff's office says they don't know of anyone falling for it and losing money. They're hoping you remain vigilant and stay alert.
All right. Look, they don't like you that much to even care about sending you a text message. Just think about it like that. They gonna catch you look, if you got a ticket and you got 2 tickets or a couple tickets and you ain't paid them, you ain't gotta worry about it. Cause your car gonna come up missing off in front of your house. they go send the tow truck to get your car. The parking, they do the parking check if you on which side of the street you on. While they doing that, they gonna see that you owe tickets and they gonna just take your ride. The city gorilla, they is not for to send you no text message. Matter of fact, they got 500,000 something tickets with your name on it to give out in the budget. Some of y'all gonna get 4 or 5 of them tickets that they got to give out. It's in the budget that they got to give out so many tickets. Okay, so they not finna send you no text message. Matter of fact, We Energy ain't finna send you no text message either. I'm trying to tell you. Only time you gonna know We Energy got a problem with you is when that truck roll up outside. And they finna snap the line on you.
When the AC turns off.
You gonna be in the house and all of a sudden you're gonna think you're gonna be watching your favorite streaming service, and then the whole house is gonna go black because they not gonna play around. And if you get a text message, just any text message, it's a scam. I remember when the emails first came out, and a lot of the elderly people got tricked with scams, saying that they had won some money from Africa somewhere or in another country, and they got to fill out so much paperwork and send so much money. You know how many people fell for that scam? In the emails, all they doing is taking those email scams and putting it on text message. Kind of like them chain letters that y'all used to share all the time. I'm so happy that them chain letters stopped. Remember chain letters, Andrew?
A little bit before.
If you don't share it, something bad gonna happen to you.
It wasn't happening.
The chain letters. A lot of y'all fall for this. If you fell for the chain letters, like when you shared the chain letter, like they said you was gonna have 40 days bad luck if you didn't share the chain letter. This is why they got this out here, because y'all the ones that gonna fall for this text message scam and the email scams and stuff like that. Y'all just believe that something bad gonna happen to you. The urgency of you trying to do something right away, they look for you. If anything with urgency on it, it's the devil. If they say you got to do it right now, and if you don't do it right now, it's over, that's the devil. Because God is patience. You got to, patience is love. Like, and I ain't saying these corporations got to love you or nothing like that, but you ain't got to rush into nothing. You got rights. Now, if you get arrested and you got to pay bail, that's a whole different thing. Now, you got the handcuffs on you, then you might be. If they got the handcuffs on you and they say you can pay bail, then you may want to take that if you want to get out. But if it's you free and running around and somebody trying to put urgency on it, that's the devil. Like, ain't nobody, anybody with a real offer for you, they're going to give you time to think about it. Some of y'all rushing into these relationships. You ain't checking. You ain't trying to check and take your time and be patient. Hey, look, we're going to run the break. When we come back, we'll have more conversation, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This is 1017 The Truth, Kyle Wallace, and the time is now, Milwaukee. Truth to Power is your platform, and on my show, our community always has a voice. There is no topic that is off limits, and I always give you my authentic opinions on how I feel, because keeping it real is the only way I know how to get down. Listen to Truth to Power with me, Kyle Wallace, every day from noon to 1 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube at 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family and help out in your community. You've been there for so many others. But when life challenges you, when rising costs, unexpected repairs, medical bills, or simply a rough stretch make it hard to keep up on a limited or low income, you're not alone. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are here for you, working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. If you're struggling with high utility bills, facing a disconnect notice, or dealing with a furnace emergency and your limited or low income isn't enough, support is available. Visit www.heat.help or call 1-800-506-5596 to apply for a hand up.
Natural gas is a clean, reliable, and convenient source of energy delivered directly to you through underground pipelines. The pipeline system has an excellent safety record, but there are clues that can help you identify a potential hazard. If you smell the strong odor of rotten eggs, hear an unusual hissing sound, or see blowing dirt or debris, it could be a natural gas leak. Leave the area immediately and call We Energies at 800-261-5325.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Prizes, exclusive experiences, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting truthcontests.com. That's truthcontests.com.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Out in Kenosha on the front line in the snow. Tory Lowe. Who out here righting the wrongs and shining light on these folks? Tory Lowe. Who the biggest advocate that Milwaukee has ever known? Tory Lowe. Who out here finding these babies and bringing them back home? Yo, Tory Lowe. If you don't know, then you know. Who gonna be right there with you in that hospital when you shot up? Tory Lowe. Who gon' find a child molester that touched your daughter? Tory Lowe. Who gon' help you out when that landlord put you out of that apartment? Tory Lowe. When your son need a transplant, who gon' find that organ? Tory Lowe. Who out here shutting down the streets with no permit?
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. The scrapyard situation is crazy to me, but we also got to worry about these street takeovers that's been going on. They got a couple of people arrested from these street takeovers. But I guess the Milwaukee street takeover suspect was targeted by the FBI. This is what they're saying. They saying that some of these people had a target on their back from the FBI. They was out there. Hold on. If you got a target on your back with the FBI, I wouldn't be doing donuts in the street. and letting off fireworks in the middle of downtown, saying, "Here I am." These people, man, look, it's something different with these people, Andrew. Back in the day when the FBI made you a target, you tried to lay low.
I remember they had an FBI's most wanted list. People wanted you. They were looking for you.
You got to lay low. If you know that the FBI on your back, no, not in Milwaukee. They out here doing donuts in the street and lighting fireworks in the sky. We got some video on this Milwaukee street takeover suspect targeted by the FBI. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. We got some video. Let's listen.
Yeah, well, to remind our viewers, this past weekend, actually, Milwaukee County prosecutors charged 22-year-old Ricky Alcantara Hernandez in connection with a series of street takeovers. Prosecutors separately also charged him in connection to possession of multiple machine guns and pounds of drugs, and that's relating to an investigation that dates back several years. Police, part of an FBI task force, raided the Modern apartment building back in September 2024. That's where Alcantara Hernandez and his brother lived at the time. Now, federal filings say the warrant for the apartment and a nearby storage unit in the Pabst Brewery complex were part of a Milwaukee police and FBI investigation into Alcantara Hernandez dating back to 2021. Now, between the two locations, court filings say police found 7 guns, including several ghost guns, gun parts, ammunition, cash, money, a money counter, jewelry, and drugs. And the case, according to federal filings, involved confidential informants and multiple controlled buys of drugs and guns that were fully automatic. Now, Milwaukee police say after a series of street takeovers last month, police used social media to track down one of the vehicles, and that led to Alcantara Hernandez. Milwaukee police arrested him during a traffic stop and later searched his South Milwaukee apartment. Court filings say that's where police found a fully automatic gun with Alcantara Hernandez's prints on it. Now, between those two cases that prosecutors have charged him with, Alcantara Hernandez posted $35,000 bail. It's unclear if he has an attorney who can speak on his behalf, but he's due back in court next week.
So he bailed out. $39,000 bail or something like that, $39. Okay, so if he was that dangerous, he's out there selling drugs, I guess. That's what they saying. Some with drugs he doing, and selling firearms and snitches and informants and all of that, and then you let them out for $35,000. It's people that got caught with weed got higher $50,000 bail. Like, I don't know. Maybe he was working with him. I don't know. Because this don't sound right. All of what they just said, as horrible as it sounds, he's out right now. And they don't even, he got out on his own. Okay, I thought you're supposed to confiscate all the drug money. Like, he still had money to get out, and they don't even know if he had an attorney.
He's got a paper route, Tory.
All I'm saying is this sounds like a lot. This sounds way elaborate. Okay, this sounds a lot like he was probably. I ain't gonna, this is just my opinion. He working with the people because ain't no way you got all of this going on. I guess he had to make it look real. Who out here doing donuts in the street, letting off firecrackers? And you know how the police sometimes don't know what the FBI is doing. So the police probably did some good police work, got on social media. This is just my opinion. Because he got too much going on for a $35,000, $39,000 bail, and he made the bail without no attorney. Or they don't even know if he got an attorney. So he had money. Usually when they bust you down and they find automatic weapons and ghost guns, you don't get $30,000 bail. Okay, so this is just my opinion. From here on out, this is just me. This is just my observation. He got to be working for them people because they let you get out here and make it, get out here and do the wild stuff to make it look real so you can turn in the real people, So right now the snitches get opportunities that the real people who think that they naive enough to beat the system, they don't know. So the snitch got to look real. So they let the snitch get away with all kinds of stuff just to make deals and get in this underworld. So why is you out doing donuts in the street and the feds, and you on the feds' radar? With that much, with firearms and drugs. That's all I'm going to say. Sound like he was in there, like the police probably, well, this is my opinion, the police probably got him because he was out here being reckless, and the feds jumped in and they said he'd been on the federal watch or target on the federal list. Police finally caught him, and they let him back out. That's what it looked like to me. Ain't no way I'm getting caught with a ghost gun and getting out for $35,000. Ghost gun?
That carries heavy charges, right?
Motor Elephant said, yep, did not even take 5 days. He made that bail expeditiously. Let me tell you something. If I get caught with any kind of like machine gun or ghost gun, drugs, I may not get out. Bail might be $100,000. Who finna get bail and then you tearing up the streets? Somebody, if I got this wrong, somebody help me out. Somebody get in the chat. Somebody call in and say how this makes sense. Somebody, maybe I'm just overthinking it, Andrew.
I don't think you're overthinking it. I think you got a pretty good point.
Okay. I think he probably working with the FBI. As an informant, yeah. Y'all ever watched the movie In Too Deep?
No.
With LL Cool J?
No.
Okay. I think in Omar Epps and stuff like that. Yeah, it sounds like he working with them. Like, because now all of a sudden the feds show up after the police department make the bust, you know. Because, you know, they trying to crack down on these street takeovers. He out here flexing with the Pink Panther on the vehicle. Okay. All I'm saying is I'm going to raise an eyebrow. I'm going to raise an eyebrow on this one. Now, I do got another opinion on some of the violent crimes, too. Because I believe some of these snitches out here getting away with some of these unsolved murders. A lot of these informers out here, they letting them throw that thing out. I believe they letting them blast that pistol a little bit. To me, that's just my opinion. You know, because they gotta seem real. In order to catch people nowadays, you gotta let these snitches get away with almost murder, or maybe, you know, catching a couple bodies to seem like they real. Okay, well, like I said, and it's more, you get paid more for snitching than you do for out here really grinding and trying to get to work it. That's why I say the game over with. If you out here selling, you crazy. They paying, it was snitches on, they got the snitches on payroll. Not the snitches, but I say the operatives.
The witnesses.
Yeah, I say the operatives is out here because snitching kind of got a bad connotation for the residents. As a resident, you ain't even a part of that lifestyle. As a resident, your job is to protect the community. Let me get that straight. As a resident and your family live in a neighborhood, you not in that lifestyle. Your job is to get them people off the street. The people in that lifestyle, their job is to scam you. They got a different mission. So don't get it confused. I hate when people get it confused. Some of y'all ain't even a part of that lifestyle and y'all living by these codes. Stop it. That's why your community looking like the way it look. All right, look, when we come back, we're going to keep the lines open, 833-212-1017, but another Walgreens is shutting down. I want to talk about that when we get back. Another store in the community shutting down. We're going to talk about it when we get back. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
Come in with straight truth.
If you acted up, if you were out here doing any kind of foolishness or just something that people know would make your family's name look bad, your neighbor from down the street, if they see the son or daughter, be like, what are you doing? They gonna call you out. They gonna let you know that they saw you, and then they gonna tell you, come here. Now, you know I'm gonna tell your daddy.
That part.
There are a lot of times when people are new to an area, they don't know where to plug in. And anybody who plugs in the 101.7 The Truth and listen to you and Dame and Truth Nation would know that there is a significant public outcry when violence happens in our community. Don't worry about the outcry if you're not listening to the right people. So I would encourage her to tune in to 101.7 The Truth and listen to you guys, Denise Thomas, Dr. Ken Harris, Tory Lowe, and definitely Sherwin Hughes every day.
Watch all your favorite 101.7 The Truth shows by subscribing to 101.7 The Truth on YouTube.
People don't realize that glaucoma is one of the leading causes of blindness.
Because there are often no early symptoms, nearly half of those with glaucoma may not even know they have it until vision loss has occurred.
I was diagnosed with normal tension glaucoma in July of 2020. And what we found out at that point was I had already lost 40% of my sight. And you think it only affects people that are, 75 or older, retired, grandparents, and that's not the reality of it.
I didn't think at all glaucoma was going to affect me because I didn't know of anyone that had glaucoma, no one in my family. When you have glaucoma, you can't get back that sight that you lost. And so early detection and treatment is vitally, vitally important.
Don't miss life's most beautiful moments. Schedule an eye exam today.
National Glaucoma Research, a Bright Focus Foundation program, offers free resources and tips for healthy vision.
Learn how to protect your sight at stopglaucoma.org.
I take care of the kids, and I take care of my dad. I take care of things at work. The groceries, the cleanups, the meltdowns, the doctor's visits, the family events, mealtimes, bedtimes. I take care of all the things everyone else needs. But I haven't made time to take care of what I need.
Family caregivers are often overloaded. It can feel overwhelming and exhausting. It's no surprise that millions of caregivers experience symptoms of anxiety and depression every year. But help is available because there may only be one you, but you don't have to do it alone. Head to mentalhealthcareworks.org. That's mentalhealthcareworks.org to learn how to get the support you deserve, because mental health care works when you make the call. If you're experiencing a mental health crisis or thoughts of suicide, dial 988, a message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
You're listening to the new 101.7 The Truth, founded in partnership with American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. 101.7 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And we had these conversations of different stores shutting down. A Pick and Save, Artie's. They tried to bring a store back. I don't even know if it's open yet. They tried to bring one of the stores back. The city tried to work with one of the stores and get them back open. I don't know if it's fully open right now, but we've been talking about food deserts since the year started. We've been noticing that certain stores that got fresh fruits and vegetables have been shutting down. And also, I noticed that they ain't talking about this. I ain't seen not one news article on this, that they opening up new dialysis centers. I want to know how many dialysis centers we got for eating all of the convenient gas station and all of this extra stuff in the community, all these unhealthy food options in the community, and the fresh food options is disappearing. Well, Walgreens did have certain things in there that you could get, but it wasn't a grocery store. This is where you get your drugs from, if you got your prescription. But Walgreens is shutting down in another Milwaukee location due to safety challenges. This is what they said. They saying it's due to safety challenges. I know the Walgreens off of Martin Luther King off of by Locust. I know during the 2020 they tried to burn it down. I know they tried to burn that one down. We got some audio on this if you're watching as we broadcast live. Let's listen.
The Walgreens at 27th and North has been a hub for the surrounding community, one that will be difficult to replace. A closure planned for the end of June.
It's news to me. How you feel about it? Crap. I need the store.
Edward Bannister says all his prescriptions are filled here. Walgreens is transferring them to their next closest remaining store 2 miles away, 35th and Wisconsin, which Bannister says would be a burden for him and most customers who go here.
That's just too far. It's too far. That's too far. This is not even my vehicle. That's too far.
A review of MPD calls for service shows police were called to the Walgreens at 27th and North 122 times last year, some for shots fired, 33 of them for thefts and robberies.
Every pharmacy that closes can have an impact on a good percentage of the people in Milwaukee.
This is Hyatt's Delivery Central, the hub for where their shipments go out, both supplies as well as prescriptions. About 5,000 per week from this location. They're preparing for more to pick up the slack from the loss of this Walgreens. CEO Hashem Zybek says the numerous pharmacy closings risks creating so-called pharmacy deserts, creating access challenges to people with chronic conditions.
Blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol, asthma medications, now they're going to be less adherent to their medications, which can cause them to end up in a hospital more often, which can cost us more and more money as a society.
And with 8 closures in 3 years, customers are left wondering if their store will be next.
All right, so now the one I mentioned before we even saw this video off of Martin Luther King, I think that's closed down. That's been closed down. So this one is off of 30 near 35th. Well, no, 27th and North Avenue, 27th and North Avenue, and that's about to shut down. So even the brother that was talking seemed like he was out of breath, like he needed to get to Walgreens, like he needed to get there for something. He didn't even drive his own car, so if he breathing like that, just driving a car, ain't no way he gonna walk an extra 3-4 miles to get to Walgreens. He might not make it. He might not make it. All I'm gonna say is this: this is young. Somebody made something on YouTube that said that let's say the grid shut down. Let's say the grid shut down. It ain't gonna be no fresh food on the block. Like it ain't gonna be nowhere to get fruits and vegetables on the block. If let's say something catastrophic happens in America, we living in food deserts now. The pharmacies are shutting down. We got less and less options for fresh fruits and vegetables. They say if something traumatic happens, we gonna be in trouble. The areas labeled food deserts and stuff like that, we gonna be in trouble. And now, if the pharmaceutical company, some of y'all that got the high blood pressure medicine, y'all ain't gonna be able to get to the high blood pressure medicine. Now, if y'all got family members that can drive and run your errands, but a lot of times when a lot of the elders, they don't have people like that around. They don't have people around to get that. JVSR says, manager said 35 Wisconsin closing soon. Said 35 Wisconsin closing soon. I'm going to tell you right now, if something bad happens, this is why you got to go back to the old school and preserve y'all food. Get the deep freezers. My grandma came up from Mississippi. She believed in having a deep freezer. Like, to put the food in there, like she would grow food in the garden during the summertime, and then she would pick the food, and then she would put it in Ziploc bags and put and do the jar can things and do the canning with the jars and stuff like that. She spent hours doing that every year. And this a lost art. We ain't preserving nothing nowadays. Some of y'all going out to eat and leaving the container in the refrigerator for 3 days and it ain't no good. Y'all bringing home leftovers that y'all don't even eat. Y'all not preserving nothing. We have lost the art on how to like kind of save things to let it, for a rainy day. I remember my grandma used to cook the greens and stuff like that, and she would put it in a Ziploc bag and put it in the freezer all the time. And I was like, why did you put that in the freezer? She just would preserve stuff just in case. Do you know how to preserve? Do you know the art of preserving, Andrew?
No, but my mom did.
Okay, so the old school people used to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Now if something happened, if all the lights go out, we in trouble. Or let's say something catastrophic happens where we got to kind of go a couple months with trying to figure out what's going to happen or go through a transition. A lot of folks going to be lost. We got to get back into saving things in the jars and stuff and saving herbs and spices and stuff like that. It's chaotic in the world today. And if you can't get your prescription, if you can't get no fresh food, what is that?
You're in trouble.
Yeah, you can't keep running to the gas station getting that. You can't always get that gas station chicken. That gas station chicken, boy, this is some off to the side chicken too. Like you don't even know that person that made that chicken. They ain't no chef or nothing like that. They just took it out the bag and heated it up. And y'all getting that with an Arizona, getting the bag of that gas station chicken with a 99-cent Arizona. You headed straight for the dialysis center with a big gulp, with the 32-ounce big gulp. I'm just saying, we got to change it. Because if I see the writing on the wall, for some reason, I'm looking up and seeing all of the good stores. It's being closed. EVC in the chat says they literally just did the same thing in Chicago, where my parents live. My parents live there. I'm telling you, it's something going on. They closing down all of the things that you need in black communities, and they not fixing the potholes. You hitting craters now. They tearing up your vehicle. You can't get no fresh fruit. Now you can't get the medication. What's going on? And they taking your car. They scrapping it with the fake people, picking up people's cars off the street, taking it to the scrapyard. Then we got the rental scandal going on, where they said that these people been doing the rental scandal for 10 years, and we finally got them to try to make some arrests on that. I got an update on the rental scandal. I got the update. We gonna get an update. But what I'm saying is, look at all of the things that we go through in the couple weeks on the Tory Lowe show. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's layers and layers and layers of things that's happening at the same time. All I'm saying is, this is why we got to get active and try to repair the village. And somebody say, okay, Tory always say the same message, because that's the message that need to be heard. I've been saying the same message for 5 years, but it's going to come a time where I ain't going to be able to say that message on the air. And y'all going to have to hope that y'all was paying attention. All right, look, when we come back, I want to head over to Minnesota. Where the Attorney General is suing Minnesota charities over alleged $2 million in misused assets, federal dollars, misusing the money. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. All your favorite interviews and best moments live in one place.
I love your perspective, Sherwin.
Thank you.
You do a great job. You do a great job. I downloaded the app so I can listen to you in the evening sometimes because you make a great difference in how you present things in many ways, politically, socially, financially. You do a great job.
Download the new 1017 The Truth app now. Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 The Truth.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family and help out in your community. You've been there for so many others. But when life challenges you, when rising costs, unexpected repairs, medical bills, or simply a rough stretch make it hard to keep up on a limited or low income, you're not alone. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are here for you, working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. If you're struggling with high utility bills, facing a disconnect notice, or dealing with a furnace emergency and your limited or low income isn't enough, support is available. Visit www.heat.help or call 1-800-506-5596 to apply for a hand up.
Hi, I'm Eric Zauner, Marine Corps veteran and board member for the Center for Veterans Issues, calling on the community to tee it up for a great cause. On Monday, June 15th, CVI is hosting its 5th annual golf outing at the River Club in Mequon. This year's event is supporting CVI's Permanent Supportive Housing Program, dedicated to assisting chronically homeless or disabled veterans and their families. Grab your clubs and support our veterans today. Register to golf, sponsor, or donate at cvivet.org/events.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on where you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Our children deserve a real chance to make it in life, and a good education is a passport to opportunity. At City Ford Collective, we're working to make sure there's a great Milwaukee school for every Milwaukee family, because more good options lead to better outcomes. And who doesn't want that? Together, we can give every child the foundation they need to thrive, and a stronger future for kids means a stronger future for Milwaukee. To learn more about our mission, visit us at cityfordcollective.org. That's cityfordcollective.org.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Then I seen Tory on that crosswalk, clipboard, bullhorn, all faith. North side, south side, same fight. He be in the crowd, not the stage light. Picking up names from the gravestones, turning lost sons into brave ones. Yeah, he ain't fly in the big black car. He walk blocks till his knees feel scarred. Camera in his face, still raw talk. Who gon' speak when the judge don't call?
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Hey, they saying that another Walgreens is closing down on 27th and North Avenue, right on the block. They saying that safety challenges. This is the reason why they shutting down. We got Enlightenment on the lines. They want to discuss what's going on with these pharmacies. How you doing, Enlightenment?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Blessings, brother.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
What's going on?
Okay, so you speaking. I love this topic because I try to. So on Facebook and Instagram, I try to get my followers to realize what's going on. I've been saying this for the longest. They've been closing all the Walgreens, Walmarts, Pick and Saves. Why is they only closing them in our neighborhood? They're not doing it in everybody else's neighborhoods. And it's like the movie. We living in a movie right now. We live in a time before the destruction. Before we see the destruction, it's taking place in front of our eyes, and people don't want to believe when me and you was talking about it because they feel like it's not going to happen in this lifetime. It's not going to happen in this world. But you're a believer of the Bible. You know a lot about the Bible.
Right.
So you preaching to people with veils over their eyes and their ears, bro. Like this is a movie, bro. Like we know that Trump is not going to want to leave the office. We know he's not going to want to leave the office. He's playing Russian roulette with the two most powerful countries in the world. They can just like you said earlier. They cannot. What if our whole electric grid go down? We asked out. Nobody have nothing. We gonna have to fend for ourselves. We ain't gonna have no food. They closing us in with these small type streets. It's gonna be just like leaving the world behind with the Obama movie. He know what he was doing with that movie. That movie was for his people, for us to get what we can out of that and apply it to our life. I say everybody should. The best thing for everybody to do is grab them a storage, fill it up with waters, canned goods, foods, flashlights, and everything that matter, because 2028 is going to be a very detrimental year. I'm not saying it's the end times, but it's going to be the end time for a lot of stuff, and we just going to be caught in the middle of it. A lot of Americans is going to die, unfortunately. But that's just the times that we're living in. Oppression is up. This season is over with. They can't oppress us no more. God is waking his people up for a reason, but it's a lot of people that's not trying to wake up because they too distracted by social media, so they're not paying attention to the construction that's going on around every single pick and save, every single Walgreens. What is y'all really doing down there? Are y'all building water chains and water pipes and underground railroads up under there? Like we know these type of things is happening. We see it on social media, but people, they on social media for the wrong reasons. They not paying attention to the things that they paying attention to. How are y'all putting big old crater holes in the ground with big metal things in the ground? What is that for? It's something demonic going on, and they not trying to tell us. But you're doing an amazing job by trying to wake people up. But you know, everybody, you can't take everybody with you. So the people that's not listening, they, like you said, when the time comes, they gonna wish they listen. When the time comes, they gonna remember this conversation. Me telling you this, they gonna remember all the conversations that you said, and they gonna regret it because you're not listening. God is waking us up for a reason. But I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna listen to what you gotta say, bro. Keep doing what you're doing, because God ordained you to do this for a reason. You said you was like a minister or something like that in church, right?
Break.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Join March for Babies to improve the health of families. The U.S. is among the most dangerous nations for childbirth. With your help, we can tackle America's maternal and infant health crisis. Join us in Milwaukee on May 16th at 9 a.m. at Greenfield Park in West Dallas for this powerful community event. Connect with families, friends, and coworkers while raising critical funds. Every step counts. Sign up today at marchforbabies.org. Sweet Talk's Medical Spa in Menominee Falls. Skip the sterile clinical office feel. Sweet Talk stays on the cutting edge of beauty and wellness innovations in a vibrant, playful space promoting self-love and confidence. Sweet Talk specializes in a range of treatments including injectables, medical-grade skincare, weight loss, hormone therapies, and more. Not sure where to start? Sweet Talks offers comprehensive wellness consultations to create a customized plan centered around you. Because at Sweet Talks, your goals are their goals. Learn more at sweettalks.com.
Tap into the best power hour in radio in Milwaukee.
So altogether, you're looking at $1,780 for your mortgage and for your property taxes in a year. And that's before you have to deal with, obviously, your water bill and electric bill. That's a steep price that people have to pay. And based off those numbers I just ran, to afford a home like that, you got to make $65,000 a year. But the problem is, here in Milwaukee, the median household income is only $54,234. That's out of whack. So again, I am all about affordability. I'm all about people getting homes. But what we have to understand is that until homes are more affordable, you can have a supply and demand problem. But the problem that we have here in the city of Milwaukee is that these prices, when people are listing these houses, they're listing them for prices that people really can't afford. And even if you do get the house and you're paying that, you're living paycheck to paycheck. Home ownership is not about living paycheck to paycheck. Home ownership is about finding something that fits within your budget and building equity for the future.
Catch Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace every weekday from noon to 1 p.m. on 101.7 The Truth and The Truth app.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, Teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. It's a challenging time to be a black leader in America. Recently, my colleagues at Bloomberg Business Week brought together a group of prominent black executives to talk about how they're navigating the White House and the current mood in America surrounding race. Ursula Burns is a founding partner of Integrum and chairwoman of Teneo. She says affirmative action helped her get where she is because it allowed her access that has not always been guaranteed for people of color.
Once I was allowed to go to school, a reasonable school with reasonable books, have a job, a reasonable job with a reasonable pay, I performed as good or better than the other people. We keep having the same discussion and arguing the same argument.
Burns' frustration is that she keeps needing to explain that affirmative action does not prop up people who don't deserve opportunities.
We have to defend the fact that we are just doing a good job like everybody else who is afforded the fundamentals, good education, reasonable health care.
I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This sports update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Xavier Spencer. The Brewers are back after the second game of the Cardinals series was postponed due to weather. The crew is coming off that first loss in the St. Louis series 6-3 on Monday. The third game will be made up on July 7th later this season. The Milwaukee Bucks are finally introducing their new head coach Taylor Jenkins today at the Milwaukee Art Museum. Ryan Rollins went on Yahoo Sports Daily to speak about the hiring.
I haven't called him, but I have texted him a couple times too, just congratulating him for him and his family. It's a good situation that we're coming into, having a new head coach. Don't know all that's going to be switched around by the time, next season comes, but I'm just ready to come in and just make an impact and just continue the growth and, just build a culture and a winning foundation.
Jenkins led the Grizzlies to back-to-back 50-plus win seasons. He had a chance to get another in 2024-25 season, but was fired midseason with a 44-29 record. I'm Xavier Spencer, and this is the True Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
The people's champ. Yeah, yeah. Who the people's champ? Tory Lowe. When it all goes wrong, where the people go? Tory Lowe. Who was speaking up for those people in the ghetto? Tory Lowe. Who was out in Kenosha on the front line in the snow? Tory Lowe. Who out here righting the wrongs and shining light on these folks? Tory Lowe. Who the biggest advocate that Milwaukee has ever known? Tory Lowe. Who out here finding these babies and bringing them back home? Yeah. Tory Lowe. If you don't know, then you know. Who gonna be right there with you in that hospital when you shot up? Tory Lowe. Who gonna find a child molester that touched your daughter? Tory Lowe. Who gonna help you out when that landlord put you out of that apartment? Tory Lowe. When your son need a transplant, who gon' find that organ? Tory Lowe. Who out here shutting down the streets with no permit? Tory Lowe. Who the biggest activists out here that's independent? Tory Lowe. Who you gon' call if you end up missing? Tory
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show.
Tory Lowe.
Can y'all hear me now? I guess we had some little technical difficulties after that last conversation. And what perfect timing. I mean, that was the wrong timing for that. We got zapped. We couldn't, little technical difficulties. But we back at it. I want to talk about this story out of Minnesota where the Attorney General office is suing Minneapolis charities over alleged $2 million in misused assets. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. We got video on this. Let's listen.
Real Believers Faith Center Church and Les Jolets Dance School have stood in North Minneapolis since 1998 with Apostle Larry Cook and Dr. Sharon Cook at the helm.
We're going to fight for our name because we earned it.
Nearly 30 years later, the couple is facing fraud accusations in a lawsuit from the Minnesota Attorney General's office, accusing them of using their nonprofits as, quote, personal piggy banks.
They have assertions and brutal lies, not based in fact, all based in fiction.
The lawsuit alleges the Cooks and others affiliated with their nonprofits diverted more than $2 million over several years to, quote, fund lavish lifestyles, luxury travel, designer goods, and for-profit ventures. The lawsuit says between 2018 and 2024, nearly $800,000 in nonprofit funds from the dance studio were used for things like clothing and restaurants, with more than $330,000 on travel alone.
We travel for ministry. And then when we do travel and to get rest, it's called a sabbatical.
During that same time period, the lawsuit alleges the Cooks likely misused more than $1.3 million from the church's bank account, with 91% of transactions from one account having, quote, no identified nonprofit purpose. In 2022, the Cooks said they bought the gas station next to their church to help address crime in the neighborhood, but the lawsuit alleges they never owned it.
There's a lawsuit right now that we're currently in with the person over there because he signed a purchase agreement before he signed one with me.
With their board and church members sitting alongside them in solidarity, the Cooks say the investigation is politically motivated and they're being used as scapegoats in the state's crackdown on fraud, adding the allegations are false and they have the records to prove it.
These are meetings, stuff from the dance school that's in here, stuff from the church that's in here, going back throughout their investigation.
The Cooks say they declined to answer questions in a deposition on legal advice not to hide wrongdoing, and they plan on fighting this in court.
All right, so we're not really a city girl in the chat. Hey, I see what you said, but the misuse of funds, and when we talk about stories right here in the city of Milwaukee, how many times when we look into a lot of these taxpayer spending, wasteful spending ideas, where it's misuse of funds. Even with Hackham, the housing authority, misuse of funds. Like, then I look over in Minnesota, it's happening. They got misuse of funds going on over there. You start paying attention to everywhere where they misusing the funds, and I'm gonna tell you right now, this is where we got to start. Making sure that every dollar count. And I've been saying this for the last 5 years. In our community, we cannot have wasteful spending and neglect, and people don't even know where the money went. Where did all the CARES Act money go? We still don't know. We still don't know where the money went. But we care? I mean, now we getting taxed. We getting taxed to the max. But nobody, it's like we just cheap. They just doing whatever they want to do, and they go throw a press conference, and then you forget about it, and then on to the next situation. I think that this is the time, if we probably got a little bit of time left to kind of try to get the money directed where it needs to go. Like, and maybe it's too late for that. I don't know. Maybe it's probably too late to get the money to really go where it needs to go, because they already then raised all the taxes now. Everywhere you go, you got to pay an extra tax now. So I don't know. But back to not really what really a city girl was talking about. She said that they bought everything but a treadmill. I think they spent $2 million in misused funds, allegedly, but didn't nobody go get the treadmill. That's wild.
Damn.
That's wild.
Tough crowd, man.
That is a tough crowd.
Put the fork down, right?
Hey, they put the fork down. But the cool thing about it is we watching this, but what we going to do about it? And now that you know, see, the most dangerous thing is to know and do nothing. Remember back in slavery, where the stories where they didn't want us to learn math or they didn't want us to really know how to read because the people that put the system together thought that if we had knowledge, we would get power and change our behavior. That we would not continue to allow them to do what they're doing to us if we understood the laws and the knowledge on how to combat what they were doing. Well, nowadays, we got all the knowledge in the world, and it still ain't changed. That's why I'm not going to sit there and talk to you for an hour about, this and that. We already know. We looking out the window. We see what's going on. But the real answer is what you going to do about it. Like the real answer or the real thing to really be talking about, not about the problem, is what you finna do. Because every day I leave this radio station, I got to do something about what came out of my mouth. I got to do something about that. I got to go out here and do something about it. A lot of y'all just talking, y'all not doing nothing. But when we start doing something about it, that's when the change gonna come. Because that's the one thing we could do is something about it. As a village, as a community, we can do something about it. But that ain't the case. We think we did something because we went and ran our mouth and got the high blood pressure at the meeting. We thought we did something. I understand what I'm saying. We ain't do nothing. Now you know the most dangerous thing to let somebody know, even if you had the knowledge, you ain't gonna do nothing about it. Now they just throwing out the knowledge and you ain't gonna do nothing about it. We're in the worst space now as human beings than we ever been because they used to try to hide it from us. They say if you want to hide something from people, I'm going to say it like that. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. But if you want to hide something from people, you put it in a book. That's what they used to. Now, they putting everything out there for you. They spelling it out for you. They putting it in the movies. They putting it in the video, and you still ain't did nothing. You still ain't going to do nothing. That's how they know you ain't going to do nothing. That's how they know you're not going to try to change things around because you know the problem. You talking about the problem, but you ain't try to resolve it. Minister Kevin says, Tory, aren't you glad nobody put money in your pocket? I'm sure plenty of people would love to accuse you of stuff too. Free to be. Well, that's because I listen to God. Minister Kevin, let me tell you this. When I first started doing advocacy, in my spirit it said, don't take no money from nobody. And I'm like, how am I going to get through all of this without taking no money? And I've been trying to figure that out ever since. Even now, 17 years later, I've been trying to figure that out. But, hey, the Lord will make a way. I'm just being honest. That's what I told people back then. They was trying to get me to do a nonprofit and stuff like that. I was like, nah, that ain't what I'm here for. And I didn't even know what I know now. Hindsight is 20/20. I understand what I'm saying. So, okay, it is what it is. I got bills. I got things I got to do. I got responsibility too. So how am I going to manage this? How am I going to get through this? And I'll tell you this, the Lord will make a way. I'll say that. I don't know if you can say that on the air nowadays. Can you say that?
I think so.
Can you say the Lord will make a way?
The Lord will make a way, Tory.
Okay. I guess you can. But that's the truth. That's the truth. That's people. It ain't like I didn't want. I needed the funds. I needed the help. You helping a whole bunch of a massive amount of people at one time. And how you gonna do it without funding? And I figured it out. So, hey, what they say, look at God. You feel me? Look what God did. So, we keeping it moving. That's why I don't even worry. That's why I don't worry about nothing. I don't have no worries. The Lord gonna make a way 100%. So, and I know this because I went out there and did it. A lot of the stuff, I'm on the back end of my advocacy. A lot of the results is out there. A lot of the things I did is in writing. It's over with. I ain't got to say what I'm finna do, what I'm about to do, what I'm gonna do. It's if did you try to support it? Yes or no? Now the question is on you. Did you ever try to help and support what was going on? You can only do so much. It's time to repair the village, 2026. Minister Kevin says, God supplies the needs of the righteous. Our church doesn't even take offers. So like I said, regardless, you got to do what's in your spirit. You got to do what God told you to do. You got to do with your purpose. If you live in your purpose and your gifts and your abilities, you believe in you have faith in God and faith in yourself, and you know that you have to do this mission, you're going to succeed every time. That's what happened. That's the simplest way I can. It ain't nothing fancy. It ain't no big prophetic idea. You just got to go get the work done. That's it. You'll figure it out. We got Eddie on the lines.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
How you doing, Eddie?
Good day, Tory Lowe. How you doing?
Hey,
I'm having a good day. I am booking work left and right. I'm going to have a fantastic summer.
Oh, you got booked. You booking.
I'm booking work, dude. I'm on tour, if you may. I'm on tour. I'm booking work. And it looks like it's going to be a fantastic summer, Tory. I hope the rain holds off. But other than that, I'm in good shape. How are you, Tory?
Hey,
how are you?
Well, Eddie, if you need a hand, I can get some young people to come out there and help. You can teach them how to paint.
I've already, about a week ago, hired a kid. Let me describe him to you. He looks like Axl Rose, but he talks like Eminem or Marky Mark, okay? Wow. So I'm trying to break this kid down and rebuild him. Today I had him listening to country music, okay, to start, right? I had him wearing a belt, had his pants above, you know what I mean? I had made him wear the belt and pull his pants up and listen to country music and tell me, I want this young man.
This young man was influenced by a hip-hop coach. And
absolutely. Grew up near... He looks like Axl Rose, but he talks like Eminem, if you know what I mean.
Do we know do we got some bars? Do we got bars?
I don't know. I'm afraid to ask, okay? Because if he starts rapping in front of me, I'm going to melt like the witch in the Wizard of Oz, okay, Tory? I can't take any of that stuff. It just drives me insane, okay? But, Tory, I want to kind of give you points, Tory. I remember when he came to me 5-6 years ago asking for my mentorship.
5-6
I didn't know what you wanted to do.
There's a lot of lies going on right now, so I'm just throwing that out there to Truth Nation.
You said consigliere Eddie, Senator DeLuisa.
Here we go.
I need your mentorship. I've got a concept, an ideology that I want to push. I don't know how to go about it. And I said, Tory,
honestly, what was you doing before the Tory Lowe show?
I'm painting houses and causing trouble. I mean, I've been doing that for years, Tory. Nothing's changed, Tory. I'm just poking a different bear, okay? Right? Polar bear, brown bear, grizzly bear, black bear. It doesn't matter.
What happened to you was the Tory Lowe show.
No, Tory, I think it's the other way around. I got to be honest with you. So when you came to me and I said, Tory, you know what you need? You don't need a nonprofit. You need a platform. You need to go talk to the people at 101.7 and see if you can't finagle the show. I'll be your guest host. I'll help you out. I'll mentor you. And sure, 5-6 years later, look at us, Tory. We're going strong.
You tried to jump ship. You went and got on the podcast. We got the picture. We caught you red-handed. Put up the picture.
Tory,
Eddie tried
I'm going to be on.
Hold on. No, Eddie, you tried to. Thought you could do better than coming on the lines on the Tory Lowe show. And you
that's not at all.
That's the only podcast I've seen you get on. And I don't even know the name of the podcast, but you went and tried to do a whole podcast that never came in the studio to talk to Truth Nation because we wanted you to come in. We invited you to come in. And you
that is a lie.
You went on the podcast.
That is a lie. You're lying.
Okay.
You're a liar. You're lying. I tried to come to that studio many times.
No. We got your picture up in the chat. You on this podcast?
It's horrible.
Eddie, no, you're on this podcast. And we tried to get
I know I am.
On the podcast. We tried to get you in the studio. Matter of fact, come in next week Friday. And if you can come in next week Friday, we can get rid of all of this confusion.
Okay, but you know what? I'm doing another podcast next week Friday. I'm on another podcast. Tory, the blacks want me. They want me on their podcast,
Eddie,
okay? That's all there's to it. So on that note, I got to go. I'll see you next week Friday. Tory, I'm the entertainment on the show. Let's be honest about it, okay?
Of course.
I will see you on Friday, Tory, okay?
You coming in Friday?
All right? And by the way,
put it down, Andrew.
Andrew is an excellent addition to the show. I mean, a rural kid from West Texas goes on the show. He looks like Howdy Doody. He's doing a phenomenal job. Okay? I just want to say that.
So Friday at 2 p.m.
For Friday at 2. Bye, Tory.
All right, Friday at 2. Eddie is down for Friday at 2. Hey, look, when we come back, True Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in. He ain't coming. He ain't coming in. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on May 12th.
Churio sends it deep to left, and there she goes.
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they play the San Diego Padres.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness. Third deck.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are presented by Construction Business Group. Tune in May 12th at 6:40 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
Still think you're going to use those old chemicals just sitting around under the sink, in the garage, or down in the basement? We're talking things like old antifreeze, paint thinners, batteries, propane cylinders, and pesticides. So don't let them sit there. Get rid of them right away. To MMSD's Home Hazmat Drop-Off Centers. It's safe, it's easy, and it's open to all Milwaukee County residents. There are 3 locations open year-round. Let's clean up Milwaukee.
Hi, I'm Greg Fritsch, president of the Center for Veterans Issues, inviting you to get involved in supporting the CVI mission. The Center for Veterans Issues is proud to serve veterans across Wisconsin. Each year, we help more than 1,200 veterans stay housed, find meaningful employment, and connect with the support they've earned. From housing assistance and job training to case management and suicide prevention outreach, our team is here to help veterans build stable, independent lives. If you're a veteran in need of support, visit cvivet.org. Donations can also be accepted at cvivet.org/donate.
I'm Sherwin Hughes, and I know the power of Stars and Stripes Honor Flight firsthand. As someone who's been on an honor flight, I can tell you it's a day you'll never forget. Stars and Stripes Honor Flight gives our oldest veterans who served in any location in June of 1975 or earlier a free one-day trip to Washington, D.C. for veterans. Airfare, meals, a coach bus tour, and special flight apparel are all included. It's a day of honor, gratitude, and camaraderie. Veterans who served in the Vietnam or Korean War go to flysshf.org and ask for an application.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
And so did you.
When you raised your hand and swore an oath to your country, when you put your name on a dotted line, you became part of only 1% of Americans who did the same. You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran. Because no matter when, where, or how you served, you made a sacrifice for your country, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Reach out to a loved one, to a fellow veteran, to VA.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
de pesos. Got a lot of brothers, some of them play bros. They don't wanna say it, but they hate Lowe. They all mad 'cause I got the Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show.
She got a bank.
Hey, it's been a long show. We talked about a lot of things. I definitely want to make sure that everybody, know that you may want to check the scrapyard if you got a missing vehicle and it's not at the tow lot. It could be over there at the scrapyard. But Andrew, let's get the recap.
Let's do the recap, Tory. All right, we start the show off talking Michael Jackson and Joe Jackson. You saw the Michael Jackson movie. You were talking to us about it. And my thing is, I feel like we should have brought that up earlier. I feel like when we were in the hallway, you didn't want to come up to me and say, like, hey, I saw the Michael movie.
There was a lot going on earlier. You had a meeting, too.
We didn't want to. Well, I'm just saying the other thing.
I didn't even want to bring up the discussion we even had before we even came here because we only had a little bit of time.
You could have invited me. I could have gone with you, no?
Oh, did you want to go? I didn't know.
Yeah.
I said I was going to see the movie. You didn't say anything.
I won't hold it against you.
I said it on the air.
It's fine.
We here 3 hours a day.
Well, it's fine.
I said, you do the pop culture report. Nazir had already seen it, and we couldn't even really discuss because I hadn't seen it. And I said I was going to go see it, and you didn't say anything.
You know what? That's on me, I guess. The next movie.
Okay.
We'll go see it together.
That's what's up.
All right, then we got to get into the Tory Lowe mixtape. We had a lot of listeners who gave their takes on what the name of the mixtape should be, Tory. Right now, the winner in our YouTube poll is 1 to 10 songs on the mixtape.
So 1 to 10.
They want volume 1 to 10 songs.
1 to 10 songs. I figured that. 1 to 10 is okay.
I feel like that's a fair number.
Yeah, we don't want to go too crazy yet. I mean, I kind of got a great idea because we've been playing several songs for a while, so the feedback has been there. So we probably got a good solid. I'm talking about where you don't skip, no skips.
No skip mixtape.
Yeah, well, no, I'm just saying you won't skip because we already tested a lot of the songs out the last 2 months.
6 months.
Yeah, so
we've been doing this for a minute.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, so people been giving their feedback. So according to the feedback, you just, I got the reactions. So it's going to be a dope 10 tracks.
It's going to be an incredible 10 tracks. We're going to start working on that tomorrow. Tory putting it together. I will say we put these 10 out, and I do think that we have a volume 2 that has to come out at some point.
Okay, at some point. Yeah, I agree.
60 songs we've got.
But what I'm saying is you want the bangers. You want the bangers to hit the street.
You would be a great record exec.
Yeah,
You'd be a great record exec.
I used to have a record deal. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
So I was in a rock band. I had a contract. I was in a rock band and everything. So when it comes to music, that's one of my passions. I started out in the church choir though. A lot of people don't know I was in the church choir. Then I had a Christian rap band called Winners in Christ. So then I went off into the rock band, and then I went into all this other stuff. So. It was a wild ride, but that's what I do. I can produce anything. Yeah.
I'll tell you, the next step, writing that memoir. We need to get you behind the typewriter, getting that memoir out.
Barbara says, no DJ intros like 2007.
Oh, come on.
No DJ intros.
All right, okay.
They want to come on straight. They want to come in hot. But we do got to put some skits on there.
That's what I'm saying.
We can make up some skits, yeah.
You got
No DJ intros, but we can do skits.
All right, we got into in the pop culture report, Amber Rose saying women should be okay with cheaper dates. You shouldn't be turning your nose up at a good, Mickey D's.
More people would get married if that was the case. Though.
I think that's the case as well.
People not running into marriages right now because everybody got these kind of delusional high expectations that nobody can live up to.
Just be okay with the quarter pounder. That's all I got.
Just be okay with somebody just being with you, spending time with you, enjoying your company.
I'll tell you, what we got to talk about tomorrow, you sent me some very mean texts about Megan Thee Stallion. That will come up in the pop culture report tomorrow. I had it in my notes to talk about it today. Well, we are going to get to that tomorrow. All right, then we got into if the aliens came down, who would you want to meet You said if it is angry aliens, haters. If it's nice aliens, Lowe is going to be the ambassador.
Oh, I didn't say if it's angry aliens. I said if I don't know if friendly or not. It was friendly, like
friendly, yeah.
If they was friendly, like I said, if I didn't know they was friendly, you can let the bots go first. Get all the bots let them zap all the bots at one time. But I said if they was friendly, it'll be me and Truth Nation going to meet the aliens, but they have to sign a waiver. So, because if the aliens, everybody that met aliens that I seen on the internet said they got probed. So I don't know if the aliens into probing people or not, but you got to sign a waiver. You may have to sign a waiver.
Friendly or not, I'm not getting probed. All right, finally, we talked about the big story of hour number 2, Tory, is the junkyards, these ghost tow truck drivers stealing people's cars and essentially selling them off to these junkyards. Crazy story, man.
It's something going on with the scrapyard. And they seem like they've been doing it for a while because we get multiple people, and where there's smoke, there's fire. Where there's smoke, there's fire. So I'm saying that we may have to really try to see how this scrapyard been operating, maybe go through some of the files. They say it was fake documentation. All you need is an ID and a bill of sale. That's what they said.
I'll tell you, between the reckless driving and this, I think not owning a car in the city of Milwaukee seems to be the way to go.
Them potholes, too. He ain't talking. The one car on the news that was involved in the scrapyard hit a pothole.
That's insane.
Took the car out of commission. I got an AI video of me hitting a pothole, and somebody thought that was being too extreme.
No, it's not too extreme.
It's not. This is you hitting a crater right now.
You might be being too nice.
Let me tell you something. It was somebody told me they hit a pothole so hard that it bust a tire and messed up the joints in the tire.
I believe it.
What you got something like that out in the street in the city of Milwaukee and saying that I was, if I was an elected official, if somebody called me and said it was craters out in the street, that would be my mission to get these craters up off the street.
Am I driving in Milwaukee or the moon? What's going on?
I think it's smoother to ride on the moon than to ride in the city of Milwaukee.
Well, talking about smooth, here's a smooth fraud for you. The Milwaukee woman abusing the PPP loans. $2 million, Tory. She's going to sit behind bars for a little bit. But she did do the right thing when it comes to investing. Got the car wash, got the custard.
Right.
We said, if you're going to fraud, do it smart.
Yeah, I mean, I want to do the federal government take possession of those things?
Got to.
Yeah, I mean, do they operate it or do they sell it on? You could get it for cheap now, I guess.
Can I get government subsidized custard? That's a good question.
Yeah, do the government own the custard stand and the car wash?
What do you think a government car wash would look like? You think it'd be efficient? Probably not.
No, I think that it probably, who's going to run it?
Hey, we might be doing it pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm just trying to tell you.
All right, let's talk about
government agent. Hey.
Yeah, the tickets that everybody seems to be getting here, man. It's like, the state has said, the city has said they're going to give out X amount of tickets. Plus, you get these ghost tow trucks. It seems like a recipe for disaster, Tory.
All right, we got to get to the bottom of these ghost tow trucks because a tow truck shouldn't even be out here without identification. First of all, if you're gonna have a tow truck, you shouldn't even grab nobody's car if you don't have the identification or a decal. And we need to pass an ordinance that every tow truck should have some kind of writing on it or something, because where are they taking the cars to?
Seems like it
used to be a number on every tow truck. Like, this is the number. Somebody take a picture, call them. Now it's no sign on the side of the tow truck. That's crazy. But it's Milwaukee where anything go. It's like the Wild Wild West. Hey, look, salute to everybody for joining the show. Thank you for the recap, Andrew. Hey, look, let me tell y'all something. It's changing. It's a lot of things transitioning. Even right here on 101.7 The Truth, we transitioning under new management. They say it's new management. We go, the upcoming weeks, we gonna see how that works out. Hey, look, I appreciate everybody for tuning into the show. Another powerful chat. Salute to everybody in the chat that joined the show today. I appreciate you. Salute to everybody that called in to add to the topics today. Hey, look, keep your head on the swivel. Green don't always mean go and look both ways before you cross the streets. I love you. Dr. Ken Harris up next.
Today's Community Spotlight on the award-winning 1017 The Truth is brought to you by Community Advocates. And now I am so excited to be